Right. Okay. I was just
You
remembering
know what I
myself.
am in favor of? That we are live. Welcome back, everybody. Wanted to explain something here right from the get-go. Everyone was looking at my short and they're going, "You changed the name back, and what's this thing? You're going back to your villainous ways." Yes, General Zod has returned. Um, I am going back to what makes me happy, and being a villain in charge of all of these great people here tonight who are going to rule the
You're not in
YouTube
charge of me,
verse.
motherfucker.
I mean, you kind of like my second in command, really.
I can see stuff on the bottom of the screen now. I mean, like I can do this.
Ooh.
That's all.
Hey,
That's all. That's all. Continue.
speaking of which, we have Geekocidal Tendencies. Diamond Knight is here, 76. Hello, Diamond Knight. Rose Matters, Lemon Pie, and the amazing Jenny Godden. Welcome, everybody. Tonight is special because here in the background, we have Bitchy. Hey, honey, do you want to go on camera? Or
I don't care either way. I'm dead.
I mean,
You don't have to leave it all towards me. I'm just.
Oh, she'll get riled up once you say something dumb. Just give her a moment. I believe in her.
So tonight, our first article, I switched it up because Bitchy had a little rant she wanted to do, and this is going to be a hot topic to start the night off with.
It'll be quick for me, so don't worry.
But we are going to start off with what I believe some bullshit, and I want to preference this because this might make some people mad, the stance, but that's why I got Bitchy on, because if I came out with this article, I would come across as a sexist, transphobic.
Oh no, I'd still come off as transphobic to some.
You better, Husky.
So we are going to start our first article off of the night, and this one is about Lia Thompson, a swimmer.
Lia.
Yes, Lia. I said Lia.
Wait, what's his name?
Lia Thompson.
Oh.
The first
Thomas, whatever.
You can't fucking read.
I told you. I told you. Everybody, he's going to say something dumb. She's going to get riled up. It's already begun.
The first trans woman to win the NCAA swimming championship. Now, before we get started, I have a problem with this. And it's not the whole transgender thing, because that's going to come up, because anytime you try to make an argument, you're transphobic. But I want people to think about this logically. And I didn't really think about this till Bitchy started getting on this, but there's a reason why we have these things separated. And I think that this is unfair to include, and I'm going by a biological standpoint, a male in a female competition and able to get a medal and beat out other females who've been working for years for these medals. I think it's even more horrible that they're promoting this as some kind of progressive win. And so before we dive into this, what do you guys think about it?
Dude, he was able to overcome all of the odds and change every single lane and defeat a bunch of women. Way to go, guy.
Okay, I just want to mention, I'm going to call it a dude, okay, because there are people who go through real identity problems, who go through years of transitions and being on estrogen or whatever drugs they take and getting operations done. There are people who are actually fucking serious about this shit. This dude is literally twice as big as the second place woman. Are you fucking kidding me? With a jacket over this person.
Why don't you show the phone?
Okay. I don't know if you can see that. Look how fucking big this person is. He's putting on a jacket that's hiding his man shoulders. Are you fucking literally twice the width of her? And then the third woman, she just looks so sad and depressed, which is understandable. If I saw obviously a man, and okay, I had a rude awakening when I was like, in 8th grade. I did track a lot. And since there was a few of us girls left over, and there wasn't enough for us to take up a whole track, so they had me, two other women, and they started a race with some of the dudes. We were in separate races. They were just going to start at the same time, and so it was just the women, it's just the men, separate. Boom! The men just took off all the way there, and I was just like, I almost forgot that I wasn't in a race with them, and I kind of gave up, like, oh wait, no, I'm still versing the women, so I kept going. But no matter you don't see trans men going in men's sports, because obviously, no matter what transition you are, you're still biologically male. You're still biologically male, and even if you were taking years and years of estrogen and drugs, whatever transition shit you might have, you still have a biological advantage. This isn't fucking fair. This isn't making you the bigger person. Whoever fucking does this claims to be one of the women when he obviously
literally made her the bigger person.
Literally the bigger. Because obviously this person doesn't have, even if this person did have transitions or drugs or something, they still have an advantage, which this person obviously doesn't have anything done. Those are still gigantic muscles and everything. You're just being coward.
Let's say that they did have everything done. They still grew their entire, like you said, look at the literal size of the person standing next to you. Like, you grew to be a full-size man compared to a full-size woman. And you're like, okay, now, since I know I'm never going to win as a man, like, I've done the calculations, I'm never going to do it, I can win over there. Boom, he's going to shatter world records.
Exactly. I'm going to trigger this person so bad. It's like, you're not a fucking, he probably wants to hear this. You're not a fucking real man. You're a fucking coward because you can't beat the big boys and you want to slap around a little girl trying to oh yeah, look at that. I just beat up a woman. It's that same kind of energy. It's like, how can you have any dignity by taking a medal that you would obviously win? It's like me going against a bunch of 12-year-olds. That's...
Ooh, and we have LB who heard this topic, and I brought my my woman on, Bitchy. Bitchy, this is a good friend of the channel, Mr. Lonely Banter. How are you doing tonight?
I'm good. What's happening?
So I saw you in the comments, and you're like, "Let me get in on this." So, LB, what do you? Because my woman's fired up about this. She competed.
I'm so pissed. If I was still in track and I saw a full ass dude competing in the men's, I'd leave the field. Fuck this. Of course they're gonna win. Yes, okay. So sometimes a woman can beat a man in certain circumstances, but against these odds, obviously, it's not fucking fair. Yes, as much as I fucking hate, I hate being reminded that no matter how much I work at something, I'll never fucking be as strong as these people. And I've heard all my life of these little boys bragging about it in my face, saying all this sexist shit. So whenever someone says, oh, men are stronger than women, yes, I get triggered. But it's fact. And people can't seem to get through their thick-ass skulls like this fucking thick-ass man skull is. I'm not even being transphobic. That's the truth. That person 100% isn't going through real shit. He just grew out some long hair and claimed to be a lady because he couldn't beat the big boys. And he's a fucking coward.
Ooh, some zesty words. LB.
I'm fucking pissed off. So many women are going to be leaving competitions because of this piece of shit and any pieces of shit like him. Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead, LB. I'm sorry.
Man, honestly, I get it. I'm with people that say, okay, trans women shouldn't be competing in events with women, because I feel like, okay, this should be like another category or something, where they can compete against other trans people, or if there's not enough, like if men, women, all they want to compete in a category, they could do that. But like I just feel like this fake outrage over this is hilarious, right? And not you specifically. I'm talking about like what I've been seeing online over this. It's just like, would y'all be complaining if she didn't win? Like if she came in last place? Like these people, like let's just be real. Like most people could care less about women's sports, right? But now all of a sudden they're rah 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 women's sports. Like, how about you all support the sport regularly, not when you see something online that triggers you and you want to get upset about. Like, and another thing, I'm on the side like, okay, some of these people, if they was in the race and they're not happy with the result, like why are you even getting in the race knowing that you're not going to win? Like you have that choice not to do that. And it like I've been laughing all day at this, man. It's just like, look, man, y'all, if you're so against this, right? How about you do something about it? Like put forth some action towards it. Don't be like, you could disagree with trans women being in sports with women, but how about you be respectful about it? Like these people out here being straight disrespectful of the woman, talking about she didn't win the race. She's the second place winner is first place. It's like, oh, we're doing participation trophies now. I thought y'all hate that kind of stuff. So it's like all kind of coddling and trying to be victims here. It's just like, man, it ain't that serious, bro.
Oh, they were booed.
Oh, hey, man, Squirrel, how are you?
Hello.
Hey,
Hello?
Bitchy
Okay,
joined us for this first topic because she was a little fired up.
Hey.
She found this topic now, but LB, from the other standpoint, you can understand though, kind of where Bitchy is coming from, having competed.
Yeah, absolutely.
And by the way, the people I was against, they were all black. So of course they're gonna be faster than me.
Oh
my
to be fair.
and the point where you mentioned that earlier on when you mentioned about how you had to compete against boys and stuff, like we actually did that in middle school because like some track events, they didn't have enough either females or males in certain events, so we just had to just do it together.
I do want to mention, so when I was doing track in like elementary, there was like a dude who was a grade or two older than me. I could keep up with him, and I was jumping at that young of an age. I was jumping the men's highest hurdle. I wasn't doing any competitions with that. I was just doing it because I liked it. But of course, there's only certain circumstances that women can do that, and my whole life I've been I wouldn't say humbled, but I've been shoved in the dirt from immature boys who know they're stronger and everything. And so I really fucking I wouldn't be surprised if the whole women's sports were just taken over by trans men, and then they'd want to start another group because now it's like men facing men again.
Honestly, I made a video about this, and like I said, I straight up said like I don't think trans women should be competing in sports against women, but I also said it's like I don't know enough about trans people and how like the drugs and all this other stuff works out with them, and I also don't know how many actual trans athletes are actually in the sport. So it's like I just feel like this is another one of those fake outrages, man. They like trans people are taking over the women's sports.
I don't think it's something that's like, I think it's starting to become more, prevalent, more in headlines, but I don't think it is, I don't know, in my opinion, I don't think it's quite fair for women's sports to have that. I've had friends on both sides of the aisle, we've talked about this, because personally I don't agree with it. I think that it's a little biased. Depending on what sport we're talking about. And yeah, I can compete against a male in, let's say, soccer, but if we're at the Olympics, for example, and this person just sweeps the floor with all the opponents, because we're talking, let's say, average female athletes at their peak,
I
and they
know
still
that.
manage to wipe the floor with them. It's kind of, it depends on where they're at in their treatment. It depends on all of these other factors. I just don't think it's an even if a female starts taking testosterone and she's a female competing in female sports, then will that become even? And
But
I mean, this gets a little more
obviously-
tricky, I think, with hormones and treatments, and what is that classified line of overstepping it? Does that make sense? Like,
I would say obviously this person, from looking at this person, I would say they're obviously not on anything, because look at how beefed up they are. Even if they are on something, it's not having that much of an effect, because they're still obviously so much bigger. And doesn't that stuff take years though? For it to start doing anything?
It doesn't. Any kind of therapy is not going to change bone structure.
Bingo.
Right.
Hey, PB.
So
What's up,
there's
Squirrel?
certain things, right, that would give the advantage to somebody who had transitioned, right? I mean, the interesting question is, like, for people who are for this, where do you draw the line? I mean, MMA, we all saw that thing.
Oh my God.
Does anyone remember the name of the fighter?
I don't remember the name, but I know the freaking skull got crushed.
Yep, I know who you're talking about. And see, this is what I liken it to. Okay, in professional baseball,
Alan
right?
Fox. That was the name of the fighter.
Alan Fox, yep. In professional baseball or in wrestling or at the NFL, right? Theoretically wrestling, because we all know how that goes. But steroids you shouldn't be using them because they are performance enhancers, right? And we outlaw these things because they give an unfair advantage to that specific type of person. Now, I understand LB's point, because I knew as soon as this went, everyone was going to be focused on the trans thing. But I'm focused on the fact that you have these things in place for sports like baseball, football, basketball, right? To prevent unfair play. And now you have somebody who clearly was way bigger than their competition, okay?
They're actually in favor of the white male.
Way bigger than the competition.
How dare you?
they were way bigger than competition. You could see by the way they were built, they were more manly in stature. And to me, that is a biological unfair advantage, because clearly this person had an advantage over the competition.
That shouldn't even be an argument.
Despite what hormones they're on. If they're working out and stuff, their muscle structure is still going to be the same as when they were a male. And male muscle structure gets biologically bigger when you work it out. And we've been known to be more stronger and more powerful. That's just genetics. And people want to see like that doesn't exist.
You don't work out
genetics.
You don't work out your arms. I don't work out my arms. Let's put them up together and just see, huh?
No, I know for a fact that genetics exist. I watched Reacher.
So yeah, I mean, yeah, that's a big dude, and that's what I'm saying.
Well, sorry. Nobody wants to make somebody feel like they're not being accepted, but at the same time, you've got to look at these women who have trained for their entire. Well, disagree about what? Go ahead.
No, I was saying, you said no one wants to feel.
Hold on. I feel like he means decent people.
You got to clarify these things, okay?
I know. Okay. That's fair. I mean, yes, there are definitely people out there that would like to.
You know, they get mad when you don't say some or 2% or 5% or 10 people. You got to be specific.
Holy shit. The specifics of interneting now. My God. No, Zach said he was having internet connection issues.
See, man,
yeah, it looks like we all are.
Russians.
The Russians are trying to stop the topic. Is this a Russian invasion?
No.
Oh no, I saw.
These are the people supporting this dude.
No, I'm reading on the thing about what they have to do. They have to be below the testosterone level has to be below 5 nanomoles per liter for 36 consecutive months, which is lower than what the IOC used to use and other stuff. Like, I mean, honestly, bro, I don't know enough about Lia Thomas and like whether she's pre-op, post-op, or I don't know enough about this stuff. I just know I saw a bunch of fake outraging by people, and it's just like y'all are like, if you're against this, at least come up with an argument outside of the typical talking points and making yourself look extra ignorant and like stupid.
And CLB, that's why I wanted to talk about this with this. I like to think of us as an intelligent panel, right? Because I just don't want to look, because what everybody's focusing on right now is, oh, she's transgender. That's not the issue. And that's not what I see as the bigger issue. What I see as an issue is that we have set certain standards. And even if you're regulating testosterone, there's so many other factors. How many of us here watch sports or cover sports, right? I know you have LB, I know PB, you watch football religiously. There is other things to sports that gives males and females their distinct categories. And even if you change testosterone, sure, you're still dealing with muscle mass, like Zach pointed out, bone structure. There's all these factors that enter into what an athlete is. So to say you can quantify that to the testosterone level is ridiculous.
Scrindy has a good point in chat there. Should categories be based on ability and not gender?
That's
no.
Oh, like okay, so
mean,
like
how would
American
you
Ninja
do that?
Warrior, they have both men and women, but the men still go out further. That's something that includes everyone. Yet they're still competing for like first, second, third.
But when
It's the
it comes to the end, though, if everybody would make it to the end, it would be a free for all, wouldn't it? It's been a while since I watched that.
We'll set the stage. Do we have weapons?
Unfortunately, not.
There's what's that show that The Rock came up with? That's like an extreme version.
Oh shit! What was that called? What's it called?
I don't know. Was that just men against men and women against women? But that was cool to watch, though.
The Battle of the Sexes? Is that what you were thinking?
Yeah, I think it was something like that.
No. It was where you had to go out there and you had to like smash a bunch of whole shit with like sledgehammers and stuff.
Tug of War. There was a whole okay.
It was like souped up American gladiators without the American gladiators, like you were doing tasks like that.
It was something. Let me see.
Titans.
The Titan games.
Yeah,
Titan
Rose
games.
Rose Matters got it. Titans. So, yeah, and this is the thing that I feel, because even as a martial artist, right, and as an instructor, we would give different ways that women could equal out a fight. Because if you're going brute strength against brute strength, and I'm just being real, and I'm sure there'll be people fucking offended going, women can do anything. No, when it comes to brute strength and brute strength, you can't match that. So you have to do things outside of that to equalize your advantage. That's the whole point of having different martial arts techniques.
Yeah.
So if you apply that to just a sport that's linear, that doesn't give you other options, right? And you're just going physical attribute, male on male, physical attribute, woman on woman. They're specifically designed that way to keep it fair within the competitions. That's why you don't see the two events crossing. And this, to me, it breaks down that boundary to where now it's like, where's that line? And like LB said, we don't know the exact numbers, right? That works the other way. So we don't know how fair this is. Sure, they can say the testosterone.
I don't think that matters.
Lower.
How does the numbers matter?
Well, no, what are you talking about when I was talking about the testing?
The number of people competing, like what's the difference?
I was talking about the numbers as far as testosterone goes.
Right. That one?
Okay, gotcha.
Hi, Janie. Hello, Christine.
Like,
hello,
I want to give
Rose.
an example of I read this post this dude made about he and his girlfriend were getting into it. They were kind of wrestling or whatever. Like, yeah, he was bigger than her, but she was faster and had more core strength. So she was able to
Lucky guy.
yeah. And so she was able to beat him because of that. See, like, women can have advantages. Like, okay, I'm not going to say who it was, but I had a wrestling match with this one dude. He was like 6 foot. He actually took wrestling classes. I lasted for about 15 minutes. The only reason why he won was because I wasn't hitting him in the dick or the face. Because I wasn't actually fighting him.
Right.
But see, like, women can have their advantages or can defend each other, but overall, men will win. Men will win.
So taking that into account, I think that if you're going to implement something like this, and I don't know about you guys, but this feels like thrown together.
Don't know.
I don't feel like there was any kind of process that came out about this or any specifics of how they are judging this or deeming this to be a fair competition, right? What were the parameters? What were their logical ruling for how this is an equal playing field? Like, boom, okay, this transgender is in here, but this is what makes it equal so that everybody's on equal footing. Everyone has a fair chance.
Well, that's
to
a good
get
question
whatever.
because I know that they have some type of parameters in place as far as the Olympics are concerned because they have that type of testing. Because there was some kind of controversy with one of the sprinters because she was a real beefy bitch, and people are like, "Did she used to have testicles? I don't know."
And just as it turned out, and on that one, I totally agreed with what they were saying. She was just more athletic than anyone. And kind of
she
It
had
was a she, though.
some condition where she naturally produced slightly more testosterone than the average woman. So she was able to be, a little bigger and a little stronger. And then, she became a fucking Olympic athlete. I was like, everything about this makes sense to me.
That lines up. I mean, that was using what she genetically was disposed with to her advantage.
Right, like Michael Phelps was supposed to be a swimmer. Like Michael Phelps has giant bird arms.
Look at the link in the private chat here in the back that I'll be posted. It shows the governance.
Okay.
And
19.0.
Specifically, this one's for swimming. It looks like.
Yeah,
So many
I think
pages.
that's for USA.
It's not
Yes.
here.
I gotta read all these pages.
It's not available.
It's like a fucking novel, man. What are you trying to do to me?
Yeah.
Hold on.
It's not appearing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This is the internet. I don't want to be educated. I just want to have an opinion.
See, what I heard is that women with the lower half of their body can has a chance to develop as much strength as a man's lower body. They do have a chance for that, but it's never with the upper body.
So let's go through this because I think this is important. And like LB said, and Zach and everyone been bringing up, we're not just going to tackle this from we're mad because of this.
Number 3, nobody goes from female to male and then competes in sports. Sorry. When the fuck does that ever happen? Nobody talks about this. This is not a thing.
Right.
It's a tiny paragraph. It's one fucking paragraph. And then they're like, no, let's talk about male to female. And they're like, and then this, and then this, and then this, and then this, and then this. And I was like, yeah, that's what I fucking thought. Because nobody cares about the other way around.
They're actually supporting a white male. As far as I know, he's white. As far as I know.
Yeah, the male privilege is
like,
strong.
Oh boy, they're not actually for women here.
Self-identify verification. Okay.
All right. So, do we want to kind of give a brief summary of what this is, or someone want to read?
How am I supposed to briefly summarize 6 pages that I haven't been able to read?
But this is from February 1st this year. This is a revised version, so this is the most current, I'm assuming. All right.
Well, isn't the purpose, just read the purpose.
Okay.
Isn't
This
that
is purpose is the USA swimming athlete gender inclusion, competitive equity, excuse me, and eligibility policy. This policy is based on the objectives of inclusion, non-discrimination, fair play, participants' health and safety, and the protection of privacy.
fair play my ass?
I
I mean, honestly, like I feel
There
like
it is. Number 3. Oh wait, no, not number 3. That's they don't have to mess with that because
I
when
told
have we
you.
ever heard of that?
That's what I'm
Here we
saying.
go. Number 4. Number 4.
Number 4 is like 5 times as long
There
as
we
number
go.
3.
Look
Like,
how long the male to female transition
I'm
is.
telling you, it's fucking wacky dacky.
Jeez. And it goes on to the next page. Okay. So, all right. Well, let's be fair. Number 3 says female to male transition athletes who have transitioned or are transitioning from a female biological gender assignment at birth to a male gender assignment must, before being declared eligible to compete in the male competition category, satisfy the self-identity verification set forth in paragraph 5 below. Okay. So
That's it.
there we go on to the male to female transition. It says athletes who have transitioned or are transitioning from a male biological gender assignment at birth to a female gender assignment must, before being declared eligible to compete in the female competition category, A, satisfy the self-identity verification set forth in paragraph 5 below, B, satisfy the conditions set forth in paragraph 6 below, quote, elite event fairness conditions, unquote, if the athlete, subsection I, has achieved elite athlete status as defined in paragraph 4. Subsection 2 says desires to compete in an elite event as defined in paragraph 4C below, and or subsection 3 desires to have a competitive time recognized by the USA Swimming as an American record. And then C, elite athletes and elite events. For purposes of this policy, elite athletes shall include any athlete who has achieved a USA Swimming Junior National Time Standard and desires to participate in any of the following elite events defined for purposes of this policy as any United States Olympic and Paralympic Committee, delegation event and or protected competition as defined in the USOPC bylaws, Federation Nationale. I can't speak French, whatever. All these events. All those.
You
all those
need
events.
somebody
My-
to speak French?
my thing is like I feel like this is like a discussion that should be had with people that are actually well knowledge about this. I'm not talking about y'all, but like overall, because a lot of people are just using the same talking points and nonsense. So it's like, but you don't actually know. Like I don't know too much about this,
Was this
but it's
person
just
a sprinter or a swimmer or what's the
swimmer.
sport?
Swimmer.
Swimmer. Okay, I don't know
He won
jack
the
crap about swimming other
right.
than go into the water.
Exactly.
Like I
I'm
know
like,
what the
bruh.
different strokes are. Like I watch it at Olympic time.
So this is interesting. Okay, so the self-identity verification says the purpose of the self-identity verification is to confirm that the athlete's transition to a competition category different than the assigned at birth is bona fide, and that the gender identity applicable for purposes of swimming competition is consistent with the athlete's gender identity in everyday life. B, it says process to initiate the self-identity verification process. An athlete must submit a self-identity verification request, the request, to the USA Swimming Senior Director, Legal and Membership Affairs, at least 30 days prior to the start of their first competition in which the athlete seeks to compete in the requested competition category. The director may take any of the following actions. Administratively approve or deny the request, where such an annul will be sent to the panel as described below in paragraph 5. I'm not getting into that. Seek additional information from the athlete prior to approving, denying, or referring the request to the panel described below in paragraph 5. Refer the decision on whether the request should be approved to a 3-person panel consisting of a physician with experience in gender identity issues, a 10-year athlete representative, as defined in the USA Swimming Rules and Regulations, and appointed by the USA Swimming Athletes Advisory Council, and a member of the USA Swimming Safe Sport Committee, appointed by the Safe Sport Committee Chair. Oh my God. So And then the last section here,
No,
C,
man,
it
pack
says,
it in, blow my brains out.
return to previous gender category. Once an athlete's request has been approved, the athlete may not initiate the process to change back to a prior competition category for 1 year following the date of initial request is approved.
So basically, once you opt into the female sport, you can't go, oh, I want to go back, which that's a good thing.
Within
So
a
you
year,
can't have
though.
people flip-flopping.
That's only a year.
Uh,
So,
I mean, to me,
Wait. Lia Thomas has previously competed on the men's team, but now competes on the women's.
so that's a very.
how long prior to that? Like,
I
was
don't know.
it?
I'm reading Michael Phelps' opinion on this.
I mean, I don't know if I take Phelps' opinion because he's caught cheating.
He knows about swimming.
Yeah.
I'm just
I'm
saying, at least he knows about it.
I
like this guy more than this person.
I'm curious, like all the people that are outraging about it, did they actually watch the race? Because it's not like Lia was she bust out the gate looking like Usain Bolt in the swimming pool. Like that weren't the case at all. Like she only at the very end, I think it was like within the last 50 to 100 yards or whatever that she took the lead. It was
Okay,
close.
now, do you think that she could have been like, I don't want to win by too much and make it completely obvious? Is it possible?
I mean, this ain't The Incredible, so I doubt it.
Well, then I mean, typically you don't see people destroying it at the end like that, do you? That don't happen all the time.
Well, all I want to say is, LB, if it was your daughter, you would at the very least, consider the winner of the competition being a biological male as a factor as to why your daughter came in second place, right? Plus, pair that with your daughter training for 10 years to get to this point.
That was my whole thing, LB.
You know what I would do? I'll do like they tell black people, do better.
But no, I get where you're coming from, though. I mean, you've got to make that balance between making people not feel like they're not being accommodated and fairness, right? But fairness has to go both ways.
I mean, I am 100% for dissolving the WNBA and having them try to hack it in the NBA.
I mean, for me, like I said, I don't think, based off of my ignorance of not knowing enough about it, I don't think they should compete in sports with women. But like, I'm open to learning more about the entire process of what goes on in et cetera, et cetera. And like, maybe my mind can change or maybe it couldn't change. But like, I just feel. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, see, this is why I like talking about this, because we all agree this is kind of bullshit in our own ways. Like, yeah, we agree that it shouldn't have been a thing. My whole thing is, how much prep time was there to this decision? Like how many years? Because when you implement something new, there should be a couple of years of discussions to iron out the kinks, right? So when things like this are presented, people like us or the rest of the fucking internet or Twitter, God help us, and Reddit, don't go, haywire. These guys normally build things to where they have that PR rep thing already ready to go, rapid fire, so they can shoot out whatever their answers. But with this, the way it happened and the booing that started and everything else, this didn't seem like they were prepared. Like they just threw it together and kind of saw where it landed. And one, that's not fair to the person who won. Either way, it's not fair to the other competitors, and really it's not fair to the event, because now this event is shrouded with all of this. Instead of focusing on the hard work and dedication that it takes for each individual to do this, now we're focused on this whole transgender thing. And that's the biggest thing that pisses me off, is the fact that I don't feel like this was handled properly from the jump, like rolling this out, getting people prepared. I didn't see nothing. Did you guys see anything?
Are you accusing the NCAA of not handling something right?
You know where I'm going with this, because the NCAA.
Oh, it's a bold claim there, Cotton.
So I'm reading this article. Boo-hoo, this person's getting bullied and she's gotten so many hate mail and attacks and whatever. This person says, I'm a woman just like anybody else on the team. I've always viewed myself as just a swimmer. It's what I've done for so long. It's what I love. I get into the water every day and do my best. I'm a woman just like anybody else on the team. With your ball sack hanging right there? Excuse me? Are you fucking
What's up,
kidding
Sean?
me?
Hey, what's up, Sean? By the way,
Sean.
Sean had an awesome commemorative thing that I posted on Twitter for the death of Superman. I like it because I had the death of Superman when it first came out. I'm sorry, nerd moment. But Sean, that was awesome. And
Yes, we
I
all
like
know
the
General
love.
Zod loves the death of Superman. We get it, guy.
Oh, I love it. It's one of my favorite comics. And then I hated the return of Superman.
What trash.
It was utter trash. I was like, yes, they finally killed Kal-El. It wasn't me, but by extension it was. And then, nope, he's back because we can't go a fucking minute without Superman. He's so great. He's the beacon of fucking hope. Everybody loves Superman. What about Zod? What about Zod's sacrifice to Krypton? Huh? What about all the hard work
Nobody
he
cares
did?
about that green fucking rock, man. Get over it.
I'll never get over it.
It's like this person literally grew hair and says, I'm a woman.
And see, that's
Deal
why I
with
wanted, and that's why I wanted to talk about it amongst this panel, because I think this is a good discussion we're having, because LB was right. I looked it up earlier today after she gave me this article, and I saw the same type of videos, right? But nobody making actual points or facts of to why this is good or bad, right? Because LB, we can take it in the inverse, right? Look at the videos being positive, but they're not focusing on the statistics or, well, this hormone level was here. They were just, oh, she's transgender, victory for transgender. So you could take this argument either way, and neither side is giving a good fact as to why this is fair in either case, right? Whether you're for her winning or against, no one's giving a reason on either side for their argument. And I think that's the biggest disgrace to the competition as a whole.
Well, as a female, in my opinion, would I compete in a, let's say, a professional sport against a male, or previously, a previous male in a professional athletic event? I guess it depends on what athletic event. I would still compete.
Table tennis.
I'd be fucking pissed though. I'd be an angry tennis player.
What about curling?
Depends where I can throw the ball. Like, oh, that's mean, but that's horrible. But I don't think it's even. I don't think it's straight and narrow as it should be. You know, it's just not right. There's just something about this that's being forced in a very strange way, and with all the bending of rules that has been it's just a lot of accommodating. Why isn't there more women going into male sports?
That's a good point.
Exactly. Like, I'm reading all this stuff, and it talks
Trans
about
males,
this person growing up and their career in, like, of them competing. And when this person was depressed yet happy for coming out at the same time, going through struggles and then being happy, whatever. But it's like, what has this person done to come out? Literally just say, I'm a woman now? What have they done? They haven't.
Apparently, she's had gender reassignment surgery, which I don't. What is that? Is that removing the parts?
Well, whatever it is, it's not working. Whatever it is, like, I don't give this person two shits because they're still keeping their physical abilities, and they will always be able to keep their physical abilities. And it's such a coward-ass move to join women's. What, it makes you feel better? I would say go pat yourself in the dick for that huge accomplishment, but I don't know.
Alex said, I compete in a cooking competition.
Oh no, apparently that's for men.
You'll lose that one too, Allie. I'll destroy you.
Gordon Ramsay. Don't go against Gordon.
I
Topic
make a
aside,
mean
there's
sugar cookie.
Hi,
There was
Karen.
actually a couple sexist men in like Hell's Kitchen and stuff saying like how they hate the women there and everything, how they're better. It's like, well, where are women supposed to go? Do your laundry? What? They're supposed to cook for you.
No, they're definitely supposed to be in the kitchen. I love you, BK. Not a paid advertisement.
But yeah, I mean, this is why I wanted to bring this up, and especially when I saw how passionate she was about it, because it's interesting, and she was talking to me from the advantage of actually competing and having to compete with males and things like that.
Okay, never mind. Go ahead. Go ahead.
As you can see, we are the perfect couple. So when I saw her rage, I was like, this is a really fascinating conversation, because let's be real, LB, PB, Squirrel, or Zach, if we came on here and started talking about this, first of all, the males on the panel would be like, you're fucking males, so what do you know about? And Squirrel, you're just a self-hating squirrel. So that would be the excuse. So I thought it was interesting.
What? Yeah. Whatever sells the product for these fucking people. In the end, it's a lot of this media shit, left and right both, sell out people left and right with a smile and a pat on your ass and tell you how pretty you are in the morning, so that way they can fuck you again. I don't really give a shit about this fucking shit. In the end, it's a personal decision of whether or not I want to put myself in a situation if I'm going to lose something or gain something because the politics take precedence over my fucking freedoms to do so, right? And that's something that just women in general have always had to kind of pitter-patter their feet through with a smile and say, it's not a big deal, I'm one of the guys. Well, now, here we are in a whole brave new world. Smile, ladies, don't you feel fucking empowered? I don't know why nobody's feeling empowered. See, I'm about to lose my fucking shit. I don't need to talk about this topic anymore. I'm going to lose my fucking mind.
Hello,
see,
Karen.
I do
What
I
you
do want to
just
say
said?
one more thing. In this article, they said Thomas, in this person's junior year, though, I'm gonna just say he'd compete with men, but it would be on his terms. At the first, like in 2019, Thomas put on a woman's suit and swam the 1,000-yard freestyle against the Columbia men. He swam sporadically at meets after that, pulling back as he got used to his body and the slower times he produced.
See,
That's why. That's why.
See, Squirrel, what you said about you don't care, that's exactly how I feel about this situation. Because I guarantee you, if Lia would have finished last place, absolutely nobody would be talking about this. And like you said, it's a personal decision.
Right.
I mean, I heard a couple people talking about it before she was destroying people, but the story is only going to get bigger, because at some point, because she's only going to get better, especially with the frame that she has. So,
I mean, she's a
when she
senior, so unless
when
she's
she
going to the
starts-
Olympics, she's done.
okay, well, why would she be done?
No, I said unless she goes to the Olympics. Like, do they have professional swimming leagues? I don't know.
I mean, you keep going. They got world championships and all that kind of stuff.
Oh,
All those
okay.
Olympic sports got world championships now.
Oh, I didn't know.
Hi, Perp, Lemon Pie. Hi, Kim. And
Hello,
also hi to our
Kim.
favorite Karen who slipped in earlier, and Perp slipped in as well. Hello, Lemon Pie.
Hello all. Hello all.
And Ancient One. Hello, Ancient One.
Yeah, but a very interesting discussion. Go ahead, Squirrel.
Lemon Pie says that Zod has had hat reassignment. We all knew that.
I
now
have.
we did. Now we have accepted it.
I was hatless, and then I got the surgery, and now I'm hatted. So
What?
Don't
What did you just say?
Hey,
The
Zod,
fuck
are you
did
on
you say?
Instagram or no?
No.
He doesn't.
Well, yes.
He does, but he doesn't use it anymore.
Well, what the fuck, dude?
Bitches on the gram.
Yeah, bitches on the gram. How dare you?
Wait, what is this Insta stuff you kids are talking about?
For people who don't use Twitter, though, like, how do people reach you if they don't have a Twitter?
Then they're
What's wrong
fucked.
with him?
God damn it.
You know what that makes you? You know what that makes you? That makes you almost as bad as Terrence.
No,
That's true.
because I'm not.
You're literally one step away from Terrence. Like,
Terrence
at least
denies
Terrence would be
Twitter.
like, here's an email address. You got an email address people can email you at? Yeah, you
Oh,
do,
yeah.
but you're probably never going to check it, you jackass.
I don't know why I don't get any
wanna,
sponsorships. I don't check my
I want
fucking
to
email.
say, I want to say one more thing. This person says that they noticed a lot of changes within their bodies, saying the strength wasn't the same, fat had also been redistributed within his body, and stuff like that. But he was still so much faster. In the blowout 500 free, he beat the second place finisher by nearly 13 seconds still.
In the 500 free?
Yeah, that's what it says.
You talking about the Lia Thomas race? No, she I saw the race. She didn't win by like a large margin because she was behind and then she came back.
No, I think she's going back into her swimming history.
Oh.
Wait,
Yeah, this is
No,
stuff
but
from.
I would go with LB's first point. There needs to be a third league. I don't care how many people are. You can be 1 out of 1, motherfucker. Good for you.
Yeah, that seems like a pretty easy, simple solution to this. Just open up a new league.
Bingo.
I mean, that would be interesting. Now thinking
Or I
of the
guess 2.
logistics
You'd
of
have to
that.
open up 2 new
You
ones,
want to know
right?
how you save money in this new league? You only have to have one giant locker room.
Oh my god. Okay, so
I'm done reading that article.
Okay, so
it just proved my point.
Okay, so then we can move on.
Oh, you want me to leave? Okay.
No, no one wants you to leave. Everyone loves you.
Don't.
If I kick you out, there'll be a riot.
No, we did this article first because he was afraid that you were going to be tired later. So he didn't want you to be tired and miss it. So if you wanted to leave, you could. But we would rather that you stick around because then he talks less.
Well, what's the next article?
So the next article I had, and I don't give a shit what people on this panel think because it's my fucking show.
Is this a Nicolas Cage thing?
So we're talking. No, that's next. But no, we're talking about my second favorite thing to talk about. Harry Potter.
Hold on, Brad. I love Harry Potter. What are you talking about?
Wait, LB, I want to personally apologize. I forgot, like me, you're a sensible man who likes good content. I apologize. So, Dumbledore. Oh my God, J.K. Rowling is on a crusade to fuck up the thing we love. In the new movie, for all of you fans, because I know a lot of people from the JD community can give a shit less about this, so I'm going to talk about it because it should be funny for all of you, and they'll destroy more of my childhood.
What's up,
Dumbledore
Rebecca? What's up, Tim?
Dumbledore confesses his love to Grindelwald in the new Fantastic Beasts trailer. Now, I did watch this. I'm not going to play it because they'll grab the video, but
I love it when you handle my wand.
Shut up. So, basically, here's the
Is that
whole story.
Is that not what he said in the trailer? I didn't watch it.
No, it was very vague. You could take it either way, but basically,
I'm not gonna take it either way. So,
basically, JK has come out and said that she's always intended Dumbledore to be gay, but it was never fucking hinted. Yes, lies. LB, thank you. Fucking lies. Anybody who read the books and fucking even watching the movie, because I know PB isn't too crazy about source material. The books and the movies never fucking hinted once. There wasn't even a fucking iota of a breadcrumb to signify this was a thing. But now in the trailer, he confesses his feelings to Mads Mikkelsen.
Who has changed the source material more, her or George Lucas?
God damn. I would say.
Wait,
I would
George
say
Lucas
her.
changed source material? What?
Well, whatever it is, he did changing everything.
Oh, okay, like going back and re-editing everything.
Yeah.
Okay, I get what you mean.
Yeah, but LB,
that's a good question.
Those were re-edits just to fit into the original ideas he had, right? But they were still always ideas he had.
Han shot first.
No, yeah. God damn it, George.
That's not a re-edit. That's a change of the story.
Well, okay, well, I guess, but I'd say this is more egregious because this isn't a change that enriches the character. This is the shit that we talk about. There's no character reason for this big reveal. There's nothing that adds to Dumbledore. There's nothing that uh that it gives a new layer to. This is purely just a play for a different demographic. This is trying to get a different group of people into your product. There's no fucking reason because for years before this franchise, it's always been consistently one way, and then all of a sudden, now Dumbledore's gay from fucking left field. Like,
right.
this pisses me off beyond belief. What about you, Abby? Because I know
Right.
you know
This
stuff about this.
is why this is one of the issues I have with this modern day Hollywood with the race swapping, the gender swapping, changing all of this stuff. It's like you said, there was not one bit of a hint that Dumbledore liked men in the Harry Potter movies. I haven't read the books, but in the movies, like nothing. And why does his sexuality matter? The book is about children. I mean, not book. The story is about children. Like,
whoa, hold on there.
like
Oh,
what?
coming
Like,
of age type thing, right?
right? And
Okay.
it's like they just decide, oh yeah, Dumbledore's going to be gay now. It's like what? Like why?
Representation matters.
It's kind of like when they was doing the cursed child play and they made Hermione black, and then like people was like, well, they never explicitly said in the book that she was white. They said she had frizzy hair. Oh, white people can't have frizzy hair.
And besides that, that's bullshit. They didn't read the book because they do describe her as white in the fucking book. I got to go back and get my other books, but the features that they distribute, I didn't automatically go to it was very fucking clear. Like, it was pretty clear. And the fact that she was behind the casting for the fucking movie and she casted what's her face, it's pretty fucking clear what direction she was leaning in with the character. And why does it matter? Black or white, how does that change Hermione as a fucking person? Her characteristics in the fucking story.
What about red or yellow? I know the Jesus song.
It would have changed a lot, but that's a whole different story. But like, bro, like, honestly, like, I mean, these movies don't exist to me, to be honest with you. I ain't seen near one of them. I'm not gonna watch them ever. Like, they don't matter to me. Like, Harry Potter ended with the last movie, but like this whole adding this dynamic to Dumbledore, it's stupid. It's like there's no reason for it. Like, I don't get, like, you could have made other characters in these movies gay if you needed a gay person in your Fantastic Beasts stories.
Which one?
I don't know. They could have. I don't know. I don't know any of the characters in the movie other than Dumbledore and what's the other guy's name?
Grindelwald.
Grindelwald and what's the other one name? The red main guy.
Oh fuck.
Newt Scamander,
yeah,
something like
Newt Scamander.
Yeah, like this is dumb. So like if they go ahead and make another Harry Potter movie later on, they're gonna have the Dumbledore wedding in a
no,
a
if they
flashback scene?
if they make another Harry Potter series, Dumbledore will let the truth be known that he's actually bisexual and transgendered.
Oh God. So let me just read this quote really quick and we'll talk about it.
He's a wizard, man. He knows how to hide stuff.
So there's a part when Grindelwald and Dumbledore are talking in this restaurant, you know, kind of the posturing thing that's always done in these kinds of movies. He's sitting across the table from him, and I saw this in the trailer. I meant to do a video, but I've been fucking busy, as you guys know. I will be changing my channel around this upcoming week, but it says his line is, "It's because I was in love with you." So pretty fucking explicit. He loved Grindelwald. Says it right. There's no trying to interpret it. There's like full on. He's admitting it. And in the Harry Potter books, it was hinted to a romantic. It was not. It was not ever hinted. I've read those books 3 or 4 times. There was never anything. There was a hint that he had a a connection. Well, no, it was more he was solitary because all he did was take care of his sister. As the books framed it, he had no time but to take care of his sister and fucking teach students wizardry. And
He
my
said, "Hold on
issue,
now." In the book, he said hi to a male. That's the hint.
Hi,
oh
Carmen.
yeah.
Hello, Keely. Hello, Diamond Knight from earlier.
Now, when people talk about like, there's been a saturation of pop culture rage, as we like to call it here on the channel, right? Just coming out and saying shit. But this pisses me off as a fan because this is a blatant, like in black and white, a full on example of this changing a story just for the sake of changing it. There's no plot significance. There's nothing that enriches the character. There's nothing, hey, Carmen, there's nothing that makes the story better from this revelation. I mean, even if, okay, let's just lay down on a hypothetical. Let's say that a plot point at some point in the story that was hinted towards was maybe he had a inner struggle with himself, and it was because of this secret that he had
Struggle in
feelings for
himself,
Grindelwald.
you mean?
Right? That he had feelings for this other male wizard and that was fucking up and that's why he didn't want to kill him. If that was hinted towards, then fine.
You mean feeling up
Whatever.
another wizard?
But there's no hint. This battle's very vague and they give very little references except for this affected his family because Grindelwald wound up killing his sister and he had to put him down and it was his first kill. That was the whole significance of this. This was blatantly just shoved in there. JD Davis says that Mr. Sod's Phantom Zone. I always thought Dumbledore was gay, but I thought he was with Hagrid. When I learned about the Deathly Hallows, I was so sad for his heartbreak.
Like what?
Hey,
What?
hold
what-
on. Full disclosure. She thinks everybody is gay. She's like, Captain
Oh,
America
okay.
is supposed to be with Bucky. He is gay.
Okay.
I was like, no. Like, did you not watch the beautiful love story that unfolded between him and Peg? She's like, I don't care, man. He gay.
I
was
was
like,
gonna
no.
say because like there's nothing in those movies that indicates. he
Like,
likes
if you
men.
ain't never had a best friend like that, maybe you don't understand. Like, I have a best friend like, like, no, ain't
Come
nothing
on,
to do.
PB, I'm touched.
You ain't my best friend.
Oh,
Oh,
Well, I
That
mean, the
hurts.
thing is like J.K. Rowling is out here trying to rewrite history. There was the whole thing about the Jewish character. Does anyone remember that?
oh God, yes.
I don't
Vaguely.
remember that, but I remember she's done a bunch of these changing things on her Pottermore website and
Yeah,
stuff.
but it's like, what is her goal with this? Is it like to score political points on Twitter? Like that
Sometimes
seems
it seems like it.
which is weird because she's like all the way against transgender people.
No,
Yeah.
that's why it seems like she's like, I'm going to get this group of people on my side because I've pissed off this group of people.
And she made too much money, and her head's just not right anymore. So I don't
and
know.
and
that's
again,
very
somebody mentioned the like Black Hermione. That was weird, you know.
Wait,
But this whole franchise has been totally mismanaged for years and years and years. These movies suck. I mean, to me, it's kind of crazy that you have the main bad guy played by Colin Farrell, Johnny Depp, and now Mads. I mean, I don't even know who the fuck this guy is.
Hold on, 3 different people played this character.
Yeah, he's not even a character.
What? Man, see, this is why I'm
And
never
that's
watching
supposed
those
to be
movies.
your main villain,
wait, who played him in the first movie?
Colin Farrell,
Oh, okay. And then he changes right at the end of the movie,
to
right?
into Johnny Depp.
That's like the big and then the whole second movie is Johnny Depp, and it was supposed to be him going forward because what Colin Farrell was like, it's fucking weird.
Yeah, it's the character. They must have taken inspiration from Doctor Who. I mean, at this point.
Oh,
Man. See, this is
It's
one of those things,
embarrassing.
bro. Like you just ignore those movies.
so does that make Dumbledore like a hoe? He'd be out there tugging on lots of wands.
God, there's a link in the back room from Allie Richardson was actually referencing this. It's about J.K. when she said in 2007 in an interview at Carnegie Hall that Dumbledore was gay.
Like
Wait
she
a
says that. When did the last book come out? Like 99 or something?
Yes, she said
Right.
No
that.
idea.
People on Twitter overreact.
Well, she's trying to look good. I mean, is how this comes across.
I mean, okay, Al, even if that's the case, the fact that it was never suggested in the books, and no one can tell me different. I read them fuckers, and you guys know my reading skill. It takes me a long fucking time to get through a book, but I felt compelled because I fucking love this series. I've read these books 2, 3, 4 times for Order of the Phoenix, which is my favorite book out of all of them. And never, not once, anybody who's read this book, not fucking once was there ever a fucking hint that Dumbledore was gay. And LB's coming at it from the movie perspective, but I mean, they cut out a lot of stuff from the books, but I could tell you it's not that fucking thing, okay? They got most of what was in the books into the movies except for certain things. The last one was a little scattered because the last book is a little bit harder to adapt. But anyways, that's not the point. The point is there was no fucking clue.
I'm mad they cut out Tonks and Lupin.
Yeah.
Needed more Luna Lovegood.
I know who these characters are in passing, so I laugh and mock it. But I appreciate the fandom, though. Okay. Oh, that's all I'm going to say.
Lupin's a fucking great character.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's a shame because this is such a rich world. And there's so much. There's a reason why these things become phenomenons, right? Whether it's Star Wars, Marvel, anything else, because it doesn't have anything to do with this bullshit. It's everyone can relate to it because the story is not about whether you're gay, whether you're black, whether you're white, whatever. It's about people who are wizards, and you want to be transported into that world. And there's cool shit. There's Quidditch matches and. And who hasn't been through that high school drama? Okay, we all know when we've seen that bullshit. I mean, I've been through that, like going to the dance, and that thing where he could have gone with the Asian girl Cho or pick Ron's sister. I still have mixed feelings about that. It's like, bro, we're good friends, but you can't date my sister.
Man, we could be talking about this all night, like, bruh. How in the world do you end up marrying your best friend's sister? Like, what kind of man, bro? What kind of man are you?
Was she hot?
Okay.
I personally didn't think so, but
well, then that's weird.
What was that, Squirrel?
Oh, I was gonna say dedicated to incest.
Let me just. I had a good friend of mine. Okay, we're still friends. His name is I call him Big S, and he has a very hot sister. And for years, I would joke about getting with his sister, half joking, anyways. It's like, every time I went to say something, and then I just fucked with him because he legitimately got pissed off. The guy brought it up, so I would fuck with him, and I'd be like, "Hey, your sister's really hot. Like, can I get her number?" He'd be like, "Shut the fuck up, man." Like, it's just like this sacred thing. You don't go after your homie's family. That's weird.
I think if she would have offered it up to you, you would have accepted it. The way you're talking, I think you would have.
I mean, look, this segment is not about me. And what
bullshit, dude. Talking about
whole
wine.
segment's been about you.
Hi, Kiefer.
But no, I mean, it's like it's like I think there's a bro code, and that's the thing that pisses me off, right? Like people wanting to ship, that's what the kids call it, right? Ship Bucky and fucking Cap. Like, you can have a good friend. You can have a good friend who's close.
I try shipping people, but they get stuck off of Los Angeles.
Yeah, and
they get looted off trains.
FedEx always delays the shipments.
JD Davis, I don't know if your comment makes this any better for me. She said, I think Harry married her because he wanted to be part of the family.
Bruh.
Harry was too old to be adopted, so he married in. That doesn't make it better.
Oh my God.
Like, I just want to be your brother for real. And I see that you have a sister. I mean, I don't really like her. She ain't really attractive, but I really want to be your brother. So, fuck it. Let's get it.
Zach, we're all bros here. What do you think of this? Do you think that violates the bro code if you go after your best friend's sister?
You know what?
And then...
I've been in a similar situation.
Oh.
I did not pursue it, man. I did not pursue it. So
what you thought about it?
You
You thought about it?
more than that.
Oh,
But yeah, turned back just in time.
Oh my.
I mean, hey, you know what, Zach? I'm right
Attaboy,
there with
Zach,
you.
though. That's a man of morals and character. That's all that is.
Yeah, that takes some fortitude to do that, because I know the feeling. Like, my friend's sister.
It would just be too weird. It would just complicate things in like a weird way. So yeah, I would not recommend anyone doing that.
Oh God! So Ali says, so then by turn, should Harry have taken Ginny's last name? LOL, Harry Weasley. Oh God!
you probably did.
Ugh.
I mean, we're being progressive. Jesus Christ! What did I open up? Oh God!
Harry Weasley Potter.
Oh my God! I'm gonna be thinking about this
Ah.
now for like weeks. Oh,
Some
this
Game
is
of Thrones
destroying-
shit. Everybody's fucking cousins and sisters.
This has opened a whole new world I don't think I ever really wanted to step into. That's
Sounds like
holy
Aladdin.
fuck. No, it's not that whole
You
new
set a
world.
whole new world, man.
No, this is not the.
A whole
I wanna
new
say-
world.
Well,
No.
I did want to ask you guys. I don't even know what the fucking story of these movies is. Like
Exactly.
it's so messy. What the fuck are they about?
Shooting
Okay,
magic
so-
at other people. That's what
So
they do.
the gist is basically this is supposed to take place before.
Bruh, stop lying. You
think-
don't know what they're about. Come on, bruh. Stop.
It's 10 years before Harry Potter. And
Wait, it's only
basically-
wait. These
Zod,
movies take place 10 years before Harry Potter. I thought it
So
was supposed to be like 100.
I have seen the first movie and like half of the second one, but I still don't know what the deal is.
I mean, Grindelwald is bad, and
Hi, Carla.
Dumbledore- Okay, you got me, Zach.
Hello,
Well, it's
Carla.
like if I look at it, it's like you have this dude and he's got these magic creatures, okay? And you've got all these different things that don't really connect. I mean, does this guy know Dumbledore? Why is Dumbledore in the film? It just none of it makes sense to me.
So what you're
before I
saying
answer
here
that-
is these fantastic beasts are Ocean's 12.
I would say they're Ocean's 13.
Oh no.
We just had to
13.
talk about this too.
And 12.
I wanted to give a shout out to Carla. Thank you. She says, "Great stream, Zod and company. You are so awesome. Thank you. Glad someone on the internet thinks we're awesome. Most of the time, it's fuck you, Zod. So I appreciate it.
She said that your company was awesome, not you.
Good night, Hen.
Well,
Wait,
Carla,
is Ocean's 12? Is that the one with the all women cast?
no, that's the
No,
one where
that's
they went
8.
to Europe.
Oh, Ocean's 8. Okay.
Ocean's 12 is when they went to Europe and did something for 2.5 hours.
Yeah,
Oh,
they went to Europe and they met Bruce Willis.
Oh, that's right. They did. It's God.
I don't even
God,
remember
it's
that.
just-
Because
He
he
had a
was the
cameo.
one who knew what Julia Roberts really looked like.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
those
yeah.
movies are basically the precursor to the Expendables franchise.
That's fair enough, Carla. Understood.
Yeah, we appreciate that. So speaking of, I want to talk about something that makes me happy, and y'all know what makes me happy on this channel. The one thing in life that I live for.
Can you turn the
PG-13
camera?
related.
Turn the camera?
Mm. Don't do it.
Bruh, you really got a life-size poster of a grown man, bruh?
Not just any grown man.
Like LB, what's wrong with having
Oh,
Nick Cage?
Jesus Christ, I'm
Nick
muting you.
Cage is an
A lot wrong.
institution. If you've seen any of my great movies, like National Treasure,
Oh yeah,
Ugh.
National Treasure's great. I know who it is. I'm just saying, bro. Like you really got a poster of a grown man in your apartment.
Dude, you
Hell
need
yeah.
to see the one short on his channel with Nick Cage.
So
Bad.
let's talk about the greatest news I got all week. Nicolas Cage tells Warner Bros. He's ready to join the Batman sequel as a terrifying new villain.
Bro,
Fuck yeah.
How you just gonna tell a movie? How you just gonna tell a movie studio that you're ready to join something?
Because
That's a
you're
good move.
Nicolas Cage.
That's a
Because
good
you're
move.
fucking Nick Cage. You don't wait for LB. Any other
Now the
actor,
pressure's on. Now the pressure's on.
LB, any other actor, I understand. But when you're fucking Nicolas Cage, when you're face off fucking Nicolas Cage, you go in that motherfucker and you're like, hey, I'm ready. Let's do this. That's called confidence. That's called taking the bull by the fucking horns and getting it done. Look at this man. This man's an institution.
So
All right.
what villain should he be? Clayface?
Oh man, he's got the emo for it. You gotta be emo to be Clayface.
Who's that doctor with like the bald head and the glasses?
Strange. Doctor Strange.
That could work.
I mean, I can see him as
Wait,
Doctor
whoa.
Strange.
There's a Doctor Strange in DC.
That's
Yeah.
what I was about to ask.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hugo Strange.
Hugo Strange.
Why can
That's
I not
crazy.
picture him like I'm going through all of the villains from the cartoon?
Yeah,
These
I
are the
could see him
villains I
playing
can
a
picture.
number of people. I mean, being good for a number of characters. Calendar Man. we
Ali,
talked
I can
about.
already tell. This is why I love having you on this channel. She says his trial run was kick-ass, and now he's ready for the next step. Fuck yeah. I've watched that movie like several hundred times. Like when he shoots her with a gun is like fucking classic. That I laughed so fucking hard in the theater when I first seen that.
Kick-Ass is special. Kick-Ass 2 is, man.
Really, yeah, Kick-Ass 2 goes off the rails. Like I commend them for not giving a fuck, but Jesus Christ, the motherfucker. Oh, Nicolas Cage has a message for Warner Brothers execs. I'm down for Egghead.
That's
The
not
Oscar
how he
winner.
says it. That's not how he says it.
He says, I'm down for Egghead. The Oscar winner is talking about playing the villain Egghead for a potential sequel to Matt Reeves' The Batman, which is quickly approaching 500 million worldwide. Congratulations to
Thank
the
God.
Batman.
Yeah, thank God.
It's a great film, and it should be at that. Warner Bros. Fuck! I just pressed the X. Why did you fucking take me off of it? God damn it. Fucking internet. Okay.
Says, internet, my ass. This is a Zod issue.
In the Batman sequel, but Reeves and cast members like Robert Pattinson have expressed a desire to make a follow-up movie. Cage told reporters at SXSW he's interested in joining. We have this new movie with Robert Pattinson as the Batman, which I'm excited to see. I haven't seen it yet, but I think it would be terrific. Cage said. Fuck, I fucked myself up. God, this is what it's like when I scroll.
Yeah, it's terrifying, isn't it, PB?
Holy fuck, man.
The villain that Vincent Price played in the 1960s show, Egghead. I think I want to go at Egghead. I think I can make him absolutely terrifying. And I have a concept for Egghead. So let them know over at Warner Bros. I'm down for Egghead.
Who the fuck is Egghead?
Who
is that?
Hold on. Egghead is a fictional character created for the 1960s Batman television
Damn,
series.
he was prepared for that question. I've heard of this character, and I'm also shocked that Vincent Price was in Batman.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so and Nick Cage reprising a Vincent Price led role. I could see it.
Hey, and none of the comic book nerds can be upset because it can't shit on any of their comics because it's not from the comics.
Exactly. It's a win-win. You won't have people screaming source material. It's from the inverse of the movies. The character was very eccentric, and come on, it was the 60s, so I mean, he can only make that character better. I mean, I think this is fucking awesome casting. Fucking Warner Bros. If you listen to any of my shit, hey guys, hey, this is literally a man named General Zod saying, this needs to happen. Okay? Get us fucking Nicolas Cage. We need Nick. Hashtag need Nick for the Batman sequel.
Not as Egghead, though. I looked up a picture. I'm horrified.
I need
yeah,
National Treasure 3 first.
Put him in there as Calendar Man. Put him in there as somebody
I could
interesting.
totally. I'm down with Calendar Man too. We talked about this before.
Well, hey,
we went
man.
on air.
Yeah. What about Mr. Freeze? I could see that. Shave his head.
Oh, oh God, yeah. Could you imagine?
He
him as
obviously
Mr.
wants to shave his head if he
Well-
picked Eggman.
But
Well,
here's
how
the
about-
deal: is that
well, how about-
they've got to make sure that he's toned down Nick Cage. Like he can't be going off the rails. Somebody's got to keep him in check, dude.
How about they use Big Daddy from Batman versus Batman?
Yeah, because Nick Cage, I mean, most of his parts, he'll take it way over the top.
Jay, if
we
you have
need
company, that's okay.
We need
Just
face
tell them
off
to
Nick Cage in the
subscribe.
Batman movie.
Yeah, that's
would-
what I need.
I need that. I never knew I needed it until Nick Cage came out and said, "Hey, I want to be in Batman." And I said, "We need Nick Cage in Batman." Like, dude, like, if there's one actor whose personality fits that sort of dark, crazy kind of role, I could totally see him crushing it. And with the direction it's taken and stuff, Nick Cage has done dark shit. He's done depressing stuff. We saw that in Pig.
Yeah,
I
he
think
did
would
Pig.
nail it. Yeah, like
Nobody
he could
watched
totally
Pig
do it.
except for you.
You know what? Fuck you. That movie's brilliant. And Zach, I already know we've got to have a debate on this. That movie is brilliant. I would fucking die on that hill.
Oh,
Keely
Yeah.
Chow says to Warner Brothers have Nicolas Cage be an executive producer of a Man of Steel sequel with Henry Cavill as Superman.
Oh God,
Hey.
Keely.
Hey,
Keely, I like where your head's at.
no disrespect, but like this is the first time I've ever seen Keely Chow like type a different kind of message. I'm like stunned right now.
Mm.
This one's for you, PB.
but Zod, you know why Nick Cage worked in Pig is because he had no dialogue. That's why he was so great in that.
I mean, he had dialogue towards when he got back into town.
He
Yeah,
had probably like 40 lines in the entire like 2-hour movie.
I mean, but the
Interesting.
emotions that he expressed.
That's
were
not
great.
going to work for a comic book villain.
No, I think he would be good. He's like Keanu Reeves. As long as he doesn't, talk too much, he's great.
Hey,
I'm
hey,
very
hey, hey!
excited.
Now Nick Cage has an Oscar. Don't compare Keanu Reeves to him.
For what? An Oscar for what?
Didn't he get one for Rain Man or something?
Yeah, no.
I think it was
hold
Rain
on.
Man.
You have to read this comment, gentlemen.
Oh,
Jane
what? No,
Davis
that
says-
Las Vegas movie. It was the Las Vegas movie. I think he won the Oscar for.
Leaving Las Vegas. Leaving.
Yeah, I
Las
think it was
Vegas?
that.
Zod would cream himself if they ever cast Nicolas Cage as a version of General Zod.
Oh,
He'd cry.
oh, oh my God! Yes, an R-rated Zod movie starring Nick Cage. Fucking 10 out of 10 on my channel. Don't even have to see the movie. Just the idea. If someone at Warner Bros. Was that fucking smart, oh, like, yep, I would show that movie forever. Literally every day there'd be a video about that movie leading up to the release, and then after the release, every day I would have a video.
Good
talking
night,
about
Janie.
Hey, Janie.
No, she said good night, fool.
Oh,
How dare
good
you.
night. Sorry, I was on
You
my
didn't
Nicolas
hear
Cage.
See you later, Janie.
Good idea.
I'm eating my snacks. You go right ahead.
Sorry, I was on my Nick Cage ramble. It gets dangerous. No, if that happened, gee, oh my god, that'd be the dream. That'd be the dream. I wouldn't cover anything for like a year. It'd just
Does
be
he
all
just
Nick all
does
the
he
time.
just want to like lay an egg on camera? Literally, he's like, no matter how good or bad this movie is, I will always have that one film where I can say I literally laid an egg. That's why he wants to be Eggman.
I mean,
I don't know who the fuck Eggman is. Like, I don't watch that TV show. I don't like that style of TV show. It's not for me. When
Like,
when I see Pow, I actually want to see Pow. I don't want to read Pow.
Here's another good casting choice for him. You could have him play the other mob boss. I think Maroney, right?
yep.
Falcone is dead, so you could go with.
Oh, thanks for spoiling.
You could put him as the other one.
Are you didn't see the movie yet?
No. Man, that don't matter. I won't remember.
So continue, Zach. What were you saying?
No, I'm just saying he could play the Eric Roberts part from Dark Knight.
Yeah, I mean, I could totally see that. Yeah.
But he doesn't get to shave his head. He wants to shave his head, man. Like, he picked Eggman. Why would he pick Eggman, General Zod? Answer me that with all of your vast Nicolas Cage knowledge that you have, you fucking stalker.
That pick is a bad sign. I mean, to be honest with you, that's where he went.
I think he wants to go. See, Nicolas Cage looks at movie making as artistic expression. I think he wants to go with something where he can really lose himself in the character. No, Nick Cage talking about wanting to be in the next Batman.
Awesome.
He wanted to be Eggman.
Oh, I'm sorry, I don't know everything. So.
No.
Oh, I'm all for it nonetheless.
This is why we are the perfect
It's
couple.
Egghead, not Eggman.
I'm sorry, Eggman is Sonic. I'm also very excited about Sonic too. So,
It's
yeah,
not Egg. It's not even Eggman. It's Dr. Robotnik.
No, they call him they call him in the
I call him Dr. Robotnik. That's what he was called in the game.
no, in the game didn't he go by the original Sega Genesis game? Didn't he use Eggman as one of his aliases?
Man, I don't know. He's talking noise.
I know, but I get what you're saying. But yeah, I'm super psyched about that movie. But you know what I'm getting less psyched about? Let's talk about. Oh my God. So Paramount fucking up. I was really looking forward to this until some early reviews came out and the creators started talking as they do. So the new Halo, which I wish Husky was here for. I'm still going to watch this because I'm not going to be one of these YouTubers who come out and say a show sucks without having seen it because that's just fucking stupid. But I am concerned.
Who does that?
What?
Who does that? Nobody does that.
I know, right? Whoever does, but I am concerned because a creator, Vince, just came out, who's the executive fucking producer and showrunner, and some of the writers, and they said they've never played Halo.
Oh,
and they
Jesus.
not only have they never played Halo,
Bruh.
but they didn't want to play Halo or experience it because that's not their character. They wanted to.
Oh.
So they're making a Halo show, but the actor playing Master Chief has played Halo more than
here's dude.
creators.
Why is it not Steve Downes doing the fucking voice?
Because they want to use the actual actor. Oh, and they show Master Chief first fucking episode without his fucking helmet on. They show him right away. I have no clue what the fuck is going on. I've seen reviews where their main problem is the whole handling of Master Chief. Not so much the new female character. They said that's done very well, it's that they are approaching this with, instead of leaving Master Chief with mystery like you had in the game where it didn't matter who the fuck he was, you're just this badass. They're now wanting to explore what makes Master Chief tick. Who the fuck cares
how did
about
that work
Dude,
for
I have a
Halo
question.
4?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Like, if they were going to just cast somebody to take off the helmet, why did they not cast Pedro Pascal?
I mean, I'd be fine with Pedro.
It should have
He's a
been.
good actor. I don't know.
very
That's a you're
easy.
not. No, that's a you're not supposed to take the fucking helmet off joke.
Man, see, I like, for one, I don't like Halo. Like Xbox trash. But
Yep.
the thing is, right? These people, they continue to take these video games and try to make it into their own. Like this is these video games should be the easiest movie or TV show to adapt. You already have the characters. You already have the story. Keep the characters the same. Keep everything about the characters the same. Keep the world the same. If you want to come up with your own story, do that. But keep everything else the same. That's not hard to do. But they want to be creative and leave their own stamp on things and then end up looking stupid.
I couldn't have worded it better, LB. This is the thing. And look, I'm not really like my brother. Okay, my younger brother has been a Halo fan forever. He actually got into the military because of Halo. Like he would take apart the tanks and stuff like that.
Did you just say your brother joined the military because of Halo?
Yeah, facts. Like he saw Master Chief and he goes, he looked it up and he goes, "Oh, that's what I want to do." And I go, "Bro, you can't fucking just join the military because you want to be like Master Chief. He's
what a patriot."
And let me tell you, LB, he's still fucking in. He repairs tanks. So my brother got in.
No. Hold on. You mean to say he repairs warthogs?
Yes, I'm sorry. He repairs warthogs. But no, he's a tank operator for the military, and it was because of this game. That's how fucking. That's how much he loves this property.
You know, I thought nothing could dampen my excitement for this show, except every time that the showrunners open their mouths.
Right.
Every fucking time they say something, I was like, "Wait, you did what now, motherfucker? Come on!"
To add on,
I'm a huge Halo fan. I mean, always have been. Halo has one of the best science fiction stories of all time, in my opinion. This show, I mean, it looks great if you look at like the CGI and stuff, but there's been so many red flags. I mean, there's been race changing, which we mentioned earlier, which is fine to a certain degree, but they've taken like an iconic character from Halo and changed his race, swapped him. Not having Steve Downes to play the voice of Master Chief, at least the voice, is kind of crazy to me. When I heard that, I mean, it was a big red flag for me.
And to add on to this, it's like these actors and these actresses are just so like insecure about showing their faces on TV screens and big screens. It's like, bro, why are you accepting roles with masks and helmets on if you want your face to be shown? Like why are they showing Master Chief's face? Like that's like the whole big thing. It's the mystery behind the character.
And I agree with Janie Davis's comments to a certain extent because they have to gone out of the genre. But she's absolutely right.
She's
Most
wrong.
of the video games they
Not-
choose to
not
adapt
Master
are
Chief.
narrative games.
Yeah, not Halo though.
But Halo is, but like to her point, like Doom and things like that, they try to adapt games where it puts you as the character. And the problem with that is that because you're the avatar, you can't write a story around that unless you change it, because the way a shooter works is that you're the fucking protagonist, especially like Doom or something like that, right? You're literally that avatar. Sure, they have traits and there's a story.
Question.
I think a
Everybody.
badass Dune game could be made. I really do.
Well,
if you look at like Doom Eternal or Doom 2016, there's a badass fucking story there. You just got to get the right guy.
Did the Sonic movie work?
The Sonic,
No.
yeah, I thought it was
No.
good.
No.
Zach,
Well, has anyone played like the new Doom games, 2016 or Doom Eternal? They're fucking awesome. Great stories, great cutscenes. You could easily do it if you had the right filmmaker.
Did you watch Sonic?
No,
See,
purposely not.
this is why it didn't work for me, because there was another one of those movies where they adapt it and they do the whole fish out of water storyline.
I thought that was perfect because it explains Sonic. And think about it this way: Sonic's from another fucking world with rings and crazy looking creatures, and then he comes into our world and he's animated. So yeah, you would have to do something like that to make it work physically in our world.
That's my issue with these kind of movies. Instead of doing the actual world they're in, they bring them to Earth and do this stupid fish out of water storyline.
So LB's saying like it worked in the sense of the way that you saw him. He didn't want to see that story. He wants to see Sonic in the Sonic world beating up Sonic bad guys.
Right.
I mean, you could do that, but also remember too, LB, and this is another part of it why I don't fault the Sonic movie, because one, I believe the creators care. You could see the way they made that movie. They care, they give a shit about the product. So I give them points for that right away. And two, they also have to bring in a larger audience. And that's the tricky part about adapting anything, right? Is that you're not just worried about the hardcore people who are going to come for the product, but you got to walk that line between the fans and the people who are just coming and don't know shit about the games.
So
I think
a movie based off, if they made a movie based off the first Sonic game, that wouldn't bring in kids that don't know about the game. Like if it looked cool, like
yeah, I think it would.
Honestly, think it would, but I don't think you'd see the same box office as the way you saw with the approach they took, because even adults, I remember seeing different comments, even adults enjoyed it and they hooked them. So you got two different demographics, because remember, if you're bringing a kid to a movie, you got to watch it yourself. And that's a hard thing to do. Like, people think it's easy. It is not easy to get both adults and kids. What was that?
I've been forced to watch so many movies that I did not like.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't threaten me with that commentary. It's just threatening. No.
Yeah, right, Squirrel? So like,
I love my kids, but holy crap, you know?
Yeah, the shit we see as parents.
Did you watch the Sonic movie, Squirrel?
Hell fucking no, I haven't watched Sonic yet.
Okay. Did you play the Sonic games?
Yeah.
Did you like the games?
Yeah. I didn't own a Sega though at the time, or a Genesis.
No, I never owned a Sega either, but I've played Sonic before.
It was like all my friends that had money had like Genesis. You know, like
bingo.
So. We got a comment for you, PB.
Janie Davis says, PB, I haven't seen it, but his idea is good for anything but Mario. That movie was trash. That's because Mario needs to not be like a real person. Mario is like a cartoon character. You can't make him a real person.
A real profession.
No. I know that he has a real profession. There's a real fucking castle with real fucking plumbing. I get it.
Well, what if you took inspiration from the Paper Mario games to do a movie?
I've never played Paper Mario. What do you mean?
They have a fucking awesome story.
Interesting.
I only ever Mario played... movie.
It's one of the
well,
worst
you wouldn't do it as
ever.
Paper, obviously. You would take the story from that.
Okay, but is Mario going to look like a regular human still?
Well, you've got to make him into like a superhero, right? Basically.
Peter Dinklage could play Mario.
Oh God.
Okay, who plays Luigi in this scenario? Okay.
Find some random black guy. That's what they like to do.
Fuck.
In green.
Michael B. Jordan could be Luigi.
Ooh. I like that. So then the princess has to be Oriental?
No, Rosario Dawson. She's in
no.
Oh shit.
The princess could be what's the one that was in the Barbie movie that dropped out?
Amy Schumer.
Amy Schumer.
Oh. There we go.
Princess Toadstool.
Yeah, Mario would have a hard time getting her out of the castle. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's move
No,
on.
I mean, no, I like the Sonic movie, but I would prefer to have the Sonic movie the way that LB described it, where it was
Right.
him like, this is my goal, I gotta get whatever, and it's him beating through the levels.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
game one, how many levels are in game one? You have, at least on a Genesis, 3 big games to draw from. That means you could literally make 3 movies. And yeah, you can throw some original stuff in, scat pepper it in here and there, but it shouldn't be the major draw. Like, I didn't need to see what the fuck's the guy's name in a movie.
Exactly. Right. It's
Like, I know the actor and I like the actor, but I was like, Sonic, beating bad guys.
I
Well,
don't
honestly,
Go ahead.
what turned me away from the movie was Jim Carrey's face. I mean, just his crazy eyes and facial expressions.
the movie was better than what I thought. I didn't think it was trash. Like, right. But
Well,
it's just
Carrey,
like,
though,
but it's
that's
like
horrific casting.
But like the
No,
movie
like,
was
he has the right energy, but that character needs to not be a regular human.
Yeah, but Eggman in the game was not like super hyper like Jim Carrey.
I mean, I guess not. He's always inside something.
He was
Yeah.
like he was slightly animated, but not Jim Carrey level.
He was intimidating to a certain extent.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
my thing with the movie, it was basically the kid template movie with cartoon characters or video game characters that they decided to make into a movie. I mean, it's the same movie as Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Well, what about like, did you like Detective Pikachu?
I like that.
Fucking A, man, that movie is fucking great, and I'm a
Yeah.
huge Pokemon fan.
I guess it depends on execution, right?
It does, especially, I mean, okay, I love pretty much everything about that movie except Mr. Mime's hair. That's creepy. That's some creepy shit. But then the huge twist at the end, like the originality to the story, because it's kind of based off the original movie with the whole Mewtwo storyline with him escaping. But then the twist is the whole, well, Pikachu's your dad.
Dun dun dun.
Okay,
Spoiler.
so the part of this article I wanted to read, which was the most important, because this really signifies some red flags for me, and I'm still gonna watch and give my own opinions. And fuck, who knows? Maybe I like the new direction, but we'll see. But they basically says the vision for this was always about telling a character story against a huge sci-fi Halo universe backdrop. Wolfkill said, "We wanted to explore Master Chief, which." Okay, I'm gonna just continue. But more importantly,
Hold on, I gotta make a clarification. I'm being told that it's Asian, and I'm not talking about Asians. I'm talking about people from the Orient. So
yes,
they're
not the
Oriental.
Asian hate, Pee-wee. God,
It's
but
not
more
Asian
important-
hate. I'm not hating on Asians. I'm just specifying that I was talking about Orientals. An Oriental princess.
But more importantly, we wanted to express the themes of Halo of hope and heroism through the lens of John exploring his own humanity. I do not want a Master Chief sitting around contemplating life.
I don't want a Master Chief with humanity.
Well, they
I
already
want to
tried
be out
that.
there fucking shit up.
Zod, did you ever play Halo 4? They tried
Yes,
that.
I did. It
and
was
it sucked.
fucking horrible.
Yeah. We've been
And
there,
this-
done that.
this
It
was
didn't work.
Yeah, and they're pitching the same idea, Zach. Live action.
So let me ask y'all this, because like I said, I don't play Halo, never did, but I keep seeing the commercial on Paramount Plus, and it's got a bunch of women in it, which ain't a problem. I like women, but like from what I've played of Halo, I don't remember a bunch of women being in Halo.
You had a couple. You had Dr. Halsey is like your main female character. You had, aside from Cortana.
And Commander Keyes' daughter.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
there's only what, like, you
Captain
gotta get
Keyes?
Captain
right?
Keyes.
Cortana
Captain
from Halo
Keyes.
3, right?
Yeah.
Captain
Ah,
Keyes
still
was
no.
like the main female character. Miranda Keyes.
Okay, because I only
Like
played the first
human
Halo.
wise, like as a good guy. Like Halsey was kind of like an evil character.
She was more, I wouldn't call her evil. I think more of, she was thinking of the
You're a
betterment of
goddamn
humanity.
villain.
She was like
That's
like
true.
Dr. Frankenstein, dude.
Well, hey, you gotta
I wouldn't
experiment on
call
people.
her evil. I just tried taking over a planet.
Her point of perspective is problematic. That's all.
I mean, yeah, Squirrel, slightly problematic to the people who don't have an open mind. I mean, what's a little bit of genetic manipulation?
Not a whole lot. No,
So
Yeah,
what's wrong with a little eugenics? You know,
just
Yeah,
a dollop.
I mean-
Just a dollop.
we're creating super soldiers. I mean, you love Captain America, right? That's what Master Chief is, baby. Captain America in the future.
Yeah, but didn't Halsey like kidnap them and shit like that?
Oh, semantics, Zach.
Okay.
Kidnap some kids. They weren't happy anyways. It's like, hey, Johnny, you want to be fucking normal or you want to be a super soldier? Sign me up. Fuck yeah, I want to get on the super soldier plan.
You know what also bothers me is like, anybody could write a script or whatever, but it's like, why are y'all hiring people that don't play the game, never played the game, don't know nothing about the game? Like, why?
I feel like that's what they did with Star Wars.
They got people who didn't, who never, like, yeah, I know Star Wars. Those were great movies. I glazed over it on my free afternoon.
Right. Like, I'm not saying you need to know every detail about the Halo game, but like, man.
You got to be a
I've never
fucking
played
fan.
Halo.
You got to be a fan, right?
Yeah.
Right. At least read some stuff. You know,
ouch.
research. You know,
I
And
read
this
a
is
couple
what they said,
books.
Squirrel.
Halo
They
books.
said they read the Halo books, but the Halo books are side stories, right? Kind of like what the EU is to Star Wars.
right. Yeah.
So,
Zod, you also have female characters in Reach. I think a couple of the Reach team.
yeah, there was a female sniper. Wasn't it the
I
the
forget her
female
name.
sniper? Yeah,
Noble something.
yeah, Noble One.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, like this is the thing too. They added in this Asian character, and here's the thing: we've been
Are
talking
you
about
about to knock an Asian character?
I mean, I'm a villain anyway.
And you tell me to stop the Asian hate.
Hey, we're talking Halo. Anyways,
I like how that's an excuse. What the fuck?
Talking Halo. Fuck this shit.
Oh shit, dude.
anyways, but point is that I don't have a problem with them adding this character in because there's many females still in this universe. They're in the story. It's established. So that doesn't bother me, but they're using this character as a way to explore Master Chief's humanity. And if you even know the slightest about Halo, Master Chief puts that shit on pause so he can kill some motherfucking aliens. So I don't want Master Chief weeping in the corner thinking about his fucking decisions when he's got a war to fight. Like, what the fuck are you doing, Paramount? Why? Why do I need to know his torment? Like, this isn't a character you need to take a deep philosophical dive. The Covenant are ruthless. They're fanatical. They're supposed to be like a take on what
He just
like
say
the Islamic
fanatical?
kind of theory.
Well, it's even
That's-
worse, right? Like their plan is to destroy all life. All
Yeah.
life.
Kamikaze style. They want to just
Wait,
blow up
so
the whole
they're
universe.
like, their plan is twice as devious as Thanos?
Well, what they believe is that by triggering the Halo rings or the Ark, there's this system that will destroy all sentient life designed to contain like this ancient plague, right?
So is that
But
like
they have confused it, and they believe that when they hit this button and activate the rings, they're all going to go to heaven.
Sound familiar?
So is that like the anti-life equation?
Yeah,
Yes.
that makes no sense to me. So I
You don't know what
probably.
you don't know what the anti-life
Okay,
equation
yeah,
is?
I'm not a big Snyder guy.
What? No, what that No, fuck him. It ain't got nothing to do with fucking Zack Snyder, motherfucker.
Oh my God,
Just because he made a
Joss
fucking DC movie doesn't mean he gets to claim everything for fucking DC. Just because he made some trash
idea
fucking movies
of-
with DC fucking characters. You
the-
fucking
the
kidding me,
idea-
motherfucker? He just like, oh, I took some fucking characters and now I get to claim everything and everybody thinks everything's so goddamn great in the goddamn Snyder. Fuck that fucking
The
universe.
idea of an anti-life equation is dumb to me. Period. I don't care if it's Snyder.
Beautiful.
I don't care who it is.
You know,
I
I was
like
thinking
how-
about that last night because I was looking
Okay.
at some thumbnails and they were like, look at this Snyder cut with freaking comic book references. And I was like, if he pulled that from the comic book, why is this comic book so fucking stupid?
I like that there was this huge rant, and then Zach's just like, yeah, man. So anyway, it keeps going.
Yeah, no, I just don't like it. I mean, it's like, what the fuck is it?
The
It's like the anti-life equation is like a double finger snap.
Who invented it? Why is it there?
It's a DC thing. Oh god, I gotta get super nerd. I apologize to the audience.
He's a super nerd. He's such a villain.
So basically, in the DC, our Thanos, Darkseid, is trying to acquire the anti-life.
Hold on, bro. Don't say out Thanos. Don't disrespect Thanos like that, bro.
Hey,
exactly.
Hey, you hold your tongue, LP. Darkseid is 20 times the god Thanos will ever be. Darkseid is literally a new god.
Well, the dark side I saw in the Snyder Cut did absolutely nothing.
Hey, I agree with PB. Don't bring fucking Snyder into this. Fucking Snyder doesn't know anything.
That's the only dark side I've seen, bro.
Dude, watch you ain't seen Justice League and Justice League Unlimited.
I don't count cartoons.
oh my god! Okay.
No.
Answer the question. Who invented this thing? It just exists.
A DC writer.
No, that's not what I mean. I mean, what the fuck is it doing there?
Because it's part of what Darkseid is looking for.
That's not what I mean. I mean, who put that shit there? Who invented it in the within the fiction?
Kirby.
That's not what I mean.
No. He means in the universe. In universe.
Zach, it's a balance. So there's the life monitor. He is the proprietor of life. It's kind of like a heaven and hell thing. So the universe needs balance. So there's a life equation, and to counterbalance it, there's an anti-life equation. Just like with Darkseid, he has the planet Apocalypse, which is like the universe's hell. And there's a New Genesis, which is like the good place where the other gods are. Because when the new gods went to war, they split. And there was Darkseid took over Apocalypse, which became like the hell. And the new gods took over New Genesis, which is like the heaven. And then from there, the rest of the DC universe was formed.
Yeah, you're kind of bringing back flashbacks. I think I saw something about this on like the Comics Explained channel, something like that. Comic Book Explained.
Thank you, Perp.
It just doesn't make sense. Why the fuck is it just sitting there though? It's like they should have had like some ancient civilization invented this as a weapon or something like that.
It's when they split, the anti-life equation moves around, so it goes from planet to planet. But when Darkseid was tracking it, it happened to land on Earth. So the anti-life equation was on Earth, and that's why Darkseid invaded Earth in the Zack Snyder's Justice League, was because he was looking for the anti-life equation to essentially wipe out humanity. And it's like the Thanos snap. If he gets the anti-life equation,
here you go comparing him to Thanos again.
There's no comparison. There's no comparison, LB, because Darkseid would have whipped Thanos' ass in a second.
If we do a top 500 list of movie villains in comic books, Darkseid wouldn't even make the top 500.
It's not fair, man, because you're comparing it to Snyder shit.
Well, like going back to Halo, the Covenant like worshipped the Forerunners who invented the rings. And for example, the Forerunner tech was so powerful, the entire Covenant city, which is like a massive, think of like maybe like 2 or 3 Death Stars put together, so like tens of thousands of civilians and stuff, was powered by a single Forerunner ship, right? So they worshipped like the tech and all that stuff. They just didn't know what the fuck they were talking about. Like throughout history, they came up with these crazy ideas to explain where they came from and shit like that. And that explains like their goal to launch the rings, even though they don't really know what they're talking about.
And hi, Justin, how are you? Fine, you? We're talking about we're talking about Halo and how as a Halo fan, another red flag, apparently the fucking creators and writers They didn't play the games at all, and they don't want to associate this show with anything having to do with the games. And now we're going to get a master. And now we're going to get a Master Chief who's in touch with his feelings. When he's killing aliens, he's now going to be thinking about the choices.
Want to see a Master Chief who is in touch with his fucking battle rifle.
Honestly, all I care about with Halo is teabagging my friends. Anything else, story-wise, I could give two.
Hold on, what?
You never like. Yeah, man, that's like a big thing.
No, if you
Halo
played the
is-
campaign, if you played solo, then you were a loser and had no friends.
Right. So if you play with
So no
people,
one
you
played
kill
it.
them. The corpse is over there, so then you go over on top of the corpse, and then
The campaign is
kneel
fucking
down.
co-op.
Bro, what is teabagging? That don't
It's a
sound
co-op
right.
campaign.
I just fucking told you, LB. LB, listen.
I know,
All of
y'all
them.
was all talking at the same time.
Okay, so you are on the field of battle, and you kill the enemy, and then you run over to where the corpse is, and then you lower your crotch over their head.
Oh, white people stuff.
And you kneel and then get up.
No. That's not a white person thing. That is a child thing.
We are all.
Yeah, I was the kid when
Wow.
it came out.
So have you
And the
played
rule
any
was if you
camp?
played the
Like what about like?
campaign, you were doing it by yourself and you were a loser.
Wow.
Oh,
I would
That's
teabag
why
myself.
none of us know what the story is. Nobody gives a fuck about the story. No one's
Oh.
ever given a fuck about the story as far as I'm concerned, except maybe you guys. So, I mean, maybe there's
Whoa,
something there.
Justin.
Oh my.
There's a whole fucking community. No, you will not disrespect.
Yeah, 4 people.
There's
Overall,
a
no
whole-
one cares about the campaign. They care about the new shit that they can use to blow up their friends.
so like a
That's
Tuesday.
just,
You've
that's
never
just
played
from my
co-op.
experience.
Co-op campaign.
That's the only way to go. Co-op campaign.
Those are fun.
It's hard, dude. If you play on Legendary, that shit is fucking
I
hard.
don't play on Legendary. I
So,
play for
Justin,
fun.
You're saying everybody that's crying about this Halo needs to grow up and get over the teabagging?
Oh no, I'm just saying everyone who has, well, except for the teabagging part, that is accurate. If there's not one moment of teabagging, I will be very pissed off. And that's all I ask for. But I'm saying the people I grew up around, we were kids when these games came out. None of us knew what the story was about.
No, hold on. So I have this straight in my head, Justin. If
You
in
ruined
the
the baby.
show, Master Chief is going around and he's doing his thing, right? He's killing aliens, fucking up the government. And if he goes there and he looks at a Covenant scum, right? He's just killed him, and he teabags him. You're gonna be like, this fucking show is 10 out of 10.
Yes, that's all I want. Is that one
Dude.
moment.
Dude,
Well, you're missing so
Like-
much great stuff. Like, what about playing as the Arbiter or the Covenant and Gravemind, the Flood?
These all
I
sound like
mean-
made up names.
So does everything. What about
Fucking
anything you're a fan of? Star Wars, Star Trek. Well, I don't know what the fuck you like, but everything is fucking made up, dude.
Oh,
It's
I
a
know. I
playable movie.
understand. I understand. I wouldn't know what those characters are.
Okay.
holy fuck, even I know
Zod,
what they are,
Zod.
and I don't.
Back me up here, Zod. The fucking Halo games have one of the best science fiction stories of all time. The fucking original Halo trilogy.
Without a doubt, hands down, it has a great lore, an expansive universe, one of the most badass silent protagonists that we've seen. Justin, when you boot up your fucking Xbox, right, and you fucking see that man put out one of the most fucking iconic lines is, okay, I'm gonna set the setting. All right, I'm gonna set the
Got it.
setting. No one interrupt me. Hey, perp. Okay, I'm gonna set the setting, right? There's a fucking massive starship, right? And out of nowhere, all of these fucking ships surround this big flagship, and they're like, "Oh fuck!"
And everybody
shit is
dies.
going down.
Hyper.
There's shit going down. Okay, everyone's panicking, and they're like, "Wake the chief up, right?" And you go, and they go down, and there's a giant fucking cutscene, and they wake up Chief, and he fucking comes out there calmly, right? There's shit exploding. The ship is fucking rocking. It is doom for this fucking crew. And then all of a sudden, calmly, this tall, big, burly motherfucker walks out, and he steps out a couple of feet, and he looks over at the fucking commander, and he goes, "I need a gun." And bam, you are fucking off. And I'll tell you, from that moment on, I fucking fell in love with this series. One of the most fucking badasses ever fucking created. Like, he doesn't say shit after that, okay? He doesn't have fucking big dialogue. He doesn't talk about his feelings or about how he's conflicted about the war. He just says, "I need a fucking gun," and he puts in
what's
work.
your problem?
No,
Well,
I have
this
a
guy is trying to explain why,
Whoa.
single player games are not worth playing. That's what he's basically saying.
Justin was talking about the single player campaign, and I was saying it gets you hyped.
Justin's opinions don't matter here. Let's just be quite honest.
Literally everybody else was like, "You gotta play the campaign," and he's like, "What's the campaign?" Everybody else was like, "Play the campaign."
I beg to differ. By the way, I would like to rephrase my statement. You weren't just a loser. That sometimes you didn't have Xbox Live. That's why you played the campaign.
Oh, hey, Mega
But
Chat.
you were also poor, so you're putting that in there too. That
You're a poor loser.
Never had an Xbox, so I never
No,
got
it's
into Halo.
either you have Live.
That's
and you're
why I
a
love you,
loser who
Squirrel.
doesn't have any friends
What?
to play Halo with.
You've never had an
So
Xbox.
dumb.
Or
dude.
you
Well, no, I was
can
reading
go
a
to the
comment.
campaign.
This guy.
Oh,
I didn't have an Xbox,
Okay.
though.
I don't love
So-
you anymore.
Oh, dude.
No.
It's
She
like
said
the
she never
dumbest
had an
fucking thing
Xbox.
I've ever heard.
Scrindy, if
Well, what if I
tells you-
throw it back
if
at you
Jake
like this?
tells
You
you he
didn't have the
didn't teabag his-
intelligence to
Hold on,
comprehend the
Scrindy,
storyline.
if
Wait,
Jake
hold
ever tells
on.
you
Which
that
wage?
he did not teabag his friends during Halo while playing Halo, he either didn't play
You
Halo
can do
or
both.
he's lying. He definitely did it.
Come on, man. You can do both. Most people do both. You're fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah, I agree. I've teabagged my friends and played this fucking
What is
single
happening?
player campaign.
You
but
know
I'll
how
tell you
many
right now,
fans? You know how many fans are out there like, I only play the campaign? None.
Man,
That's a lot
I'm
of.
just
there's a
telling
lot of
you
people
about
that just
my
play the campaign.
experience and the people
This-
I grew up with.
this teabagging stuff sounds like the exact same things Frost be talking about.
Who?
I'm convinced that this guy is trolling us.
Justin?
Yeah.
I never troll.
you lying son of a
Fucking
bitch.
liar.
Now it is true that I did grow up where people genuinely believed like, oh, if you didn't, we only really played the Xbox Live stuff. We didn't really play the campaign unless like a couple of us might have, but we didn't. It was just another game. It was like whatever. But the real cool part was playing with your friends and killing them and then humiliating them, or at least their
Hey.
corpse.
To be real with
Okay,
you, to be
oh,
real with
go
you,
ahead,
like
Albie.
I'm gonna lean towards what Justin's saying because when I was coming up around that era, ain't nobody talk about no storyline or no gameplay. It was all about Xbox Live.
Well, you could be right. I mean,
Going
you
to
know-
each other's houses and hooking up the Xbox systems.
Let's put
to
it
each
this
other.
way. There would be a real campaign in Battlefront if it weren't for what happened in Halo. People didn't play the campaign the way that they played multiplayer in Halo, so when they made the new Star Wars game, they said, fuck the campaign, we just need all these multiplayer options because that's what everybody plays.
Oh,
And
you
we
mean
can make money
Battlefront.
off
Okay.
microtransactions.
Yeah, you're part of the fucking problem, Justin, with fucking microtransaction bullshit. Because
Wow.
I know you ain't
We
talking,
don't
Zod. Don't do that.
microtransactions.
Don't do that.
We are no,
Don't do that, Zod. You fell
I
into
am
the
not
trap.
on that
No.
train. I
You
am
fell into
not
the
on that
trap.
microtransaction
Yep,
train. I fucking
that's right.
hate microaggressions. I mean, wait, what? Whatever they were called, transactions.
Now,
There's too
Zod
many
is the
micros.
microtransaction fucking king here.
I
Mobile
am
is
Yeah,
a
spent
different
$500
platform.
on a game.
Mobile is a
I
different platform.
specifically remember one night we was talking and Zod refused to answer the question about how much money he spent on microtransactions in like a month.
In a
Oh, it
month,
was
it was
$500,
500.
wasn't it?
$500.
It was.
I got that
hey,
clip.
It
I'm
was
about
Marvel
to.
Strike Force.
I
Like
got
mother-
that
I got the
clip.
receipts.
Wait, which games were they or game?
Oh,
One of them was
Jesus.
Marvel Strike Force.
I
Are
should
you
get a
serious? Are you
sponsorship
fucking
Strike
now.
my
That's
bank
a
account.
mad
App.
fucking game.
You spent
So, Justin,
$400 on a
$500.
stupid, shitty Marvel app?
No, he spent
Hey.
all. No, hold on. The story gets better. The story
Oh.
gets better. He spent hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars on this app, and then something happened with some streamer that he watched that played the game, and he decided to delete the game off of his phone, and he don't play it no more.
well, let me throw this out there, Justin. You never played like
Suppose.
Skyrim? What about Skyrim? Something like that.
Oh,
Skyrim.
okay.
Red
That's
Dead
a little
Redemption.
different. That's
How
I
is
mean,
that
that's
different?
a little different.
It's much
How
different
is
than
that
Halo. They're
different?
totally different
It's
games.
different.
Halo is like an RPG, like shoot 'em up kind of game.
Halo
Not
is
if you
not
play
an
the
RPG.
campaign.
Skyrim,
The
Whoa,
campaign
whoa, whoa,
has a
own
fucking
sort
dude.
of,
Go and play the
massive
Halo 2
universe.
Anniversary
It's almost like a
campaign.
sandbox. You customize and create your own character.
It's an RPG.
It's more,
Yeah, but
it's
what
more
you're saying,
fantasy.
yeah,
You know, it's
but
a different genre. It's a different type of game. You know, the Halo that I remember is like Halo 3. That's like the
yeah, but
peak
why are
for
you
me.
shitting on single player campaigns?
No, oh no, just Halo.
Are you so you must be are you a PS PlayStation guy?
I am more
You're
of a PlayStation
fucking
guy.
jealous. That's what it comes
You're
down
a
to.
real one.
Oh no! I was one of the smart people. I went from PS2
Corporate
to
slave.
Xbox 360, and fuck the PS3 and its
What?
anti-reverse
What?
compatibility
What?
bullshit.
Man, no, but I was with you till you started this, man. No, man.
Yeah, don't listen, LB. Check out. He's being.
Hold on, the console wars of 2022 has been started here in the fandom zone. Oh my god!
That shit's so
We ain't gotta
stupid.
be-
I was
we
like,
ain't
bro, if
gotta
you
be
have
jealous of none of you people.
if you have the money, buy all three.
No,
Enough said. And then
Money.
buy yourself
What?
a PC.
Dumb.
What are you talking about?
So you're gonna
Buy
so
all
you-
Wait, no, I'm with Perp on this.
what-
No,
what
if
would
have
you
the
rather
money,
Because so
have?
you don't
if
miss
you
out.
love
So
video games.
like if you're a grown ass man, why you like care about just selling your soul to one piece of plastic? Get both.
Because you
Well,
only
the
have
Sony
to
PlayStation
buy
is the
one to
best.
win.
I did not. My family didn't have all of that money to just buy all three consoles.
Well,
It
yeah,
was
you
just
got
one
the
at a
money
time.
now, right?
They do. Yes, me.
We ain't-
I'm talking about
I am
you.
satisfied with my PC and making do with Steam.
Bruh.
So,
What would you rather have? A one system and a 65-inch OLED TV, or all three systems and a 32-inch TV?
The first option.
Facts. Facts.
I'll have all
a
three of them.
Dude, I want the TV, dog.
Yeah, my beautiful future wife brought me a 65-inch screen television. I never knew I needed it, but now that I have it, I can't live without it. Like
Now you look at your
Okay,
mobile.
hold on a second. Hold on a second, everybody. We all know that on the exact same wall there is a cutout, so there ain't no way that you're looking at that TV.
oh, hold on, I will prove it. Wait.
oh,
that's
not this again. Why did you?
Hold on. No,
I
you
know-
got me. Hold on, I'll turn this motherfucker around.
I know,
Look
folks.
at this.
No.
Look at that.
Right.
Oh
no,
my God,
I
look at how
understand that the
beautiful
TV is there. You've set the TV up
kind-
in front
what
of
kind of
you,
TV is
and
there?
That's a
you're
high seat.
constantly looking
All right.
slightly off and to the left. I always see you glance off to your left.
Hi, Nick.
I see
My
you're
dog
over
has
there
now
looking
walked
at
out
me.
of the room.
Welcome everybody.
He
to
wants
the
to
Crazy
stand that
Pass
camera.
judgment. Please don't walk out on me again, Nick.
I'm just
Don't
saying though, bro.
I'll be good again.
I
I'll
be
be good
seeing
again.
I be seeing gamers struggling with like a 24-inch TV, bragging about gaming systems. Like, bro, you doing it backwards, bro.
No, you get a PlayStation, and then because I can't help myself, you gotta have a Nintendo Switch to play Pokemon. So I can't, until they
Or
put
you
it on
can get a
PlayStation. What am I gonna
PlayStation
do?
and a PC and just be fine.
I can't
I'll be
play
right back.
fucking Pokemon on the PC
Yes, you
Yeah,
can.
man. Wait, we're just
It's
legally.
called emulator.
Ugh.
Where'd you? Oh,
Yeah, emulator
Internet.
crash. Emulator crash. Can't play with nobody because you're on a fucking emulator. How am I supposed to trade, Perp?
He's all
Oh,
Do you know how
God.
fucking
Margot.
Pokemon works? Do you know how Pokemon works?
Hold on a
Yes.
second.
Just get the Switch. Why haven't you done that yet?
Why haven't I done what yet?
Get the Switch.
Oh,
The-
because I got scammed.
Well, first off, my God. No, not going to open that can. All I'm saying is just get the system, man.
So, okay, first off,
I'm
I want to
saying,
say
though-
to AP people watching, thank you for tuning into this craziness.
I'm gonna
And
get Animal
Zod is
Crossing and
back.
steal all
I'm
of Squirrel's
retooling my
things.
channel. It's going to get nutty.
Try
We're gonna
those
have fucking
motherfuckers.
fun. So tell a
Dude.
friend.
Real nutty and lots of tea bags. Like and subscribe to this channel.
Jesus,
Jesus.
no, there's no teabag. No, there will be nobody teabagging on this channel. Jesus Christ.
Justin plants the seed and leaves. No pun
TG
intended.
tips.
Is that what happened? I just got back. He took off.
He'll
He
be
said
back.
that, didn't he? Yeah, he said he'd be
He'll be
right back.
back. He'll be back.
Well,
He-
it's
he
like,
had to
what
do
is
other
this guy
stuff.
talking about? There's so many fucking gorgeous stories in video
Dude,
games.
Zach, I have a question for you, real
Yeah.
quick. How old are you?
I prefer not to say, actually.
Say 40
Okay. Can you
28.
give me a range?
But what does that have to do with what
He's just a kid.
your follow-up?
He's
is?
he's
Generational.
just a little kid.
Yeah.
He's a
I'm
Gen Zer.
probably younger than you, so you can take
I
that.
mean, I'm
as it is.
34. I'm 34, Zach.
Yep, I'm younger than you are.
Okay, well, he's
Aw.
like 23, 24? How fucking
Damn,
old is he?
PB, you're old as
23.
fuck.
Well, I don't think it matters. I mean,
Oh, shit.
go ahead. What is the
Fuck
question?
you guys. I'm older than everyone on this
Herp,
channel.
you're
You don't
Shut
have to
the
kiss
fuck
my
up.
No,
fucking
you're not,
career.
Zod.
Shut up, Zod. Big
Oh,
shut up.
Squirrel, you're only 27, okay? Why are you
For a
you know,
while.
For,
Like,
yeah,
fucking-
for a minute there.
Fucking, it's been a while. I don't know. Get the fuck out.
How old
on.
is the beef?
He's Justin's age.
Right. Terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
He's out there saving people's fucking lives, man.
While
Yeah, I'd
Justin
send him
is
an
here
invite.
teabagging people.
Speaking
Well, he
of
just is-
teabagging,
Oh
let's
my
talk
God.
about Josh Whedon.
What?
And his toxic.
For what?
He's the only reason Justice League is watchable.
Good night,
Fuck
Kim.
you. Fuck
Hi,
you.
Whoopi.
Good night, Kim.
Okay, PB?
Hello through
no,
the fog.
no. You
I
pissed
agree.
me off. And we will never fucking speak of the Justice League that Josh Whedon did because that one was 20
It's the
times
same movie.
fucking worse.
It's way better than the Snyder Cut.
I
Thank you,
disagree.
LB.
I fucking
Oh, thank
wholeheartedly
you.
disagree.
Oh,
Dude,
hello.
I watched
They're
the
the same
Snyder
movie.
Cut one time. Watched the Snyder Cut one time, and I was like, it feels like I've been sitting here for 16 hours.
It's the same movie, just one's longer.
Exactly
Exactly.
the same
It's
fucking
not.
movie.
There are
Exactly.
very clear differences.
No,
Are you
there's
kidding
not.
me? There's a whole fucking backstory.
The only difference is that like Zack
It's
Snyder
black
put
and
Dark
white.
Side in his shit.
Right.
There's
that's the only difference.
actually
One's
thought
90
Usually
minutes, the other's like 8 hours. That's the difference.
One's
I
a
thought
4x3
usually
aspect
because there's
ratio.
actually black
Oh my God, that's the
representation.
that's like talk
One-
about making literal stupid decisions. Hey,
one
Welcome
look-
back.
I know everybody's finally made the investment. You finally made the investment to get yourself a widescreen TV. So what am I going to do? I'm going to take advantage of that and make you look at black bars.
Kim
Okay,
Ryan's
stop
heading
talking
now.
out.
about the fucking Justice League. I don't want to talk about it because I'm gonna
Bruh.
have a fucking migraine.
The Snyder Cut looks like a Nirvana music video, bruh. Like, come on, bruh.
Yeah.
Hey, there is nothing wrong with the great Kurt Cobain. Okay,
I mean,
I
there's
ain't
one.
say that.
Dude,
I'm just
no,
saying,
no,
it's
no,
what
no,
it
no,
look
no.
like.
Hold on. There's one thing wrong with Kurt Cobain.
Mm.
He dead.
I swear to God, PB, if this is he's passed away joke, I'm gonna reach through this internet and kill you.
No,
He
I
already said it.
I said he did. I said
Well,
he
you
did.
stepped on him. You stepped on him,
Yeah, you ruined it.
You son of a bitch.
communist.
Anyways,
He
so
did.
I wanted to talk about a different thing because I have mixed feelings about this, and I don't know about you guys, but
Love Joss Whedon.
Justice League aside, yeah, we all love Josh Whedon, and I think it's kind of bullshit this stuff coming out about Josh Whedon. So we're going to talk about this, but I find it funny that fucking years later, okay, because Charisma Carpenter came out and said something about Josh.
Who's
Now
that?
everybody is saying that Josh Whedon is this toxic, sexist person towards women. Now I'm going to read the article.
Hello,
and we're gonna dive into
Caroline.
but I think it's total bullshit. I don't think that I think that he was under stress and stuff like that.
What the fuck
Allegedly.
is this headline?
Hello, Justin.
Hey, hi, Justin. I
What
think
the
that
hell is this?
this is about Joss Whedon. So they're trying to say that Joss Whedon was only toxic to really attractive women. So I don't
Like
understand.
that was his
Yes, standards.
preference, or only like attractive women to the author's perspective.
So it's-
Apparently, if you
Are
were
most
hot,
people like that?
Joss Whedon had a
I was
problem
like,
with
how
you.
is this?
Right,
Isn't
right.
that
So
like real life?
so he's toxic to the models that wants to be actresses and then got roles because he was Joss Whedon.
But
That's who he was toxic to. Okay.
Exactly. He's a toxic white male because he gave hot women roles
Exactly what
that
they
they
want.
never would
Movies.
have got. But
Right.
because what has Charisma Carpenter done since fucking Buffy? Answer: not a goddamn thing.
Her
So
real
here's-
name is Charisma.
Yeah, Charisma Carpenter.
I don't even
She
know who that
lacks it.
is, bro.
Charisma?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Is that spelled with a K?
So let's read
Probably.
how.
Like who are these fucking hippie parents naming their kids stupid names?
We're gonna dive into this because I honestly think this is a bunch of bullshit. And the sad part is, if you look at the older episodes of Buffy, Buffy was doing this stuff about Buffy was doing stuff with
You have no
different
fucking
messages
clue.
about-
You were like, oh, Sarah Michelle Gellar.
I mean, yeah, I was saying that. But anyways,
Buffy was doing
doing
stuff,
stuff with racial things and things like that before it became popular, before it became the Hollywood thing to do.
Hold on.
That's false.
A show full of white people doing racial stuff? Died.
Yeah, they had a Black Slayer.
One
They did.
Black Slayer. He
They
died,
they
didn't he?
did season
He
2.
died, didn't he?
No, it was a she, and she did die. But I mean,
Yeah, but she didn't
She was the
die
token black
first.
character.
Yeah,
she didn't die first, and they had another Black Slayer after this in season 7 when everybody got Buffy's powers. But
I don't remember none of that shit.
I haven't seen 1 second of Buffy, so I don't know what y'all talking about.
Yeah,
Mr.
Buffy is tough
Zod.
though. Buffy is dope. But I don't remember
I don't
there
care
being black
what
slayers. and
stress
stuff.
you're under.
You can't be in the hood talking about you watch Buffy, bruh. So I ain't watch Buffy.
What you mean?
Hey,
The fuck?
I'm
from the South, bruh.
I lived in New York, and
Why?
I scream that shit from the hills. I don't care. I fucking love Buffy.
But
I
you
don't care
white,
who-
bruh.
Why'd you take that comment down?
I
Why'd you
can't
take
wear
the
it, though.
comment down? Why'd you take that comment down?
Oh,
I didn't read all that comment yet. General Zod. When's that gonna fucking change? Hopefully soon. I don't care what stress you're under. The way he talked about Charisma Carpenter was unacceptable at any time, but especially when she's pregnant. I don't know what he said about her.
You
Is
mean
it gonna
because
say?
she didn't want to come to work and she didn't want to do her job, and she too had actual
Context.
documented incidences on set,
Please.
treating her coworkers like shit. So we're
Context,
supposed to accept that because she's pregnant?
Please, context.
Like yeah, like I
Context?
Yeah, why don't we read the article and see?
All right, so let's read this article. Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh, not
Good night to
you.
Zach. Zach had to bounce.
Oh,
Zach.
Good night, Zach. Thank
You
you for coming.
use a reputable source, not Rudolph, whatever his name, Murdoch's propaganda stuff.
And in addition to that, how about somebody who can read the article?
What do you mean? Like you
You.
don't like General Zod to read?
No,
What do you mean,
you can't read it. You can't even call it reading.
I love
We've
when
been
he
over
reads.
this.
It's euphoric.
No.
It makes me want to teabag my iPad.
Justin, if you want to hear me read, you gotta go listen to the stream that I did with Squirrel last week.
Oh yeah.
All right, Zod, go ahead.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer creator Joss Whedon has faced multiple workplace misconduct allegations from several
Slower,
stars
please.
across his productions in recent years.
Slower.
Even Ross
No,
Katz.
no,
You know what?
Evan, not even you mother.
You son of a bitch. Let
No,
me
you
have this.
are
I've
the
been
one who
drinking.
fucked up.
I've been drinking. Let me have this.
Read
Been
slower.
drinking a strong
You
stuff tonight.
still read like this when you're sober. What the fuck are you talking about?
It doesn't matter. At least he's consistent.
Always got his excuses.
That's true. I am consistent.
Evan Ross Katz.
New book.
Oh no. Let's continue with PB.
No.
Oh.
I was just getting him back on track.
Evan Ross Katz' new book about the iconic 90s fantasy series Into Every Generation, A Slayer is Born, How Buffy Staked Our Hearts. Sounds like a fucking stupid book.
Dude, that is a great fucking title. What are you talking about? How
That's
goddamn
not-
clever.
that's a fucking
That
stupid
is so
title.
clever. She stabbed people in the heart.
I hate it.
No, I think it's great.
Fuck you guys. Is full of cast and crew interviews about Joss Whedon's behavior. In the show retrospective, actor Danny Strong, who played the role of Jonathan.
Okay, why don't you just tell me what he said to the woman?
That's later.
Yeah, skip to later is what he's saying.
No, we gotta go through this whole thing. We gotta get context.
All right, then hurry the fuck up.
I'm trying to. If you didn't fucking interrupt me.
Me.
Sorry.
I just want to know what he said to her. That was unacceptable when she was pregnant.
They're probably gonna get to that because the Charisma Carpenter thing is next.
I
And
did
the-
link that in the article in the private chat of what was said to Charisma.
All right,
Jenny-
hold on. Because everybody's fucking waiting.
Because everybody's down his throat, General Zod decided that he was going to click a different link.
Thank you.
And then he
Pete.
X'd out of StreamYards.
Oh boy.
Charisma Carpenter on Wednesday posted a lengthy message on social media.
You
which-
didn't share the link with us on the screen.
No.
We're
I
still
didn't-
looking at this New York Post shit. Thank you.
You know, I've just been abused. I'm feeling
I've
like
been drinking, he's going to say.
you know, I've been drinking. I'm going through some rough, traumatic, emotional stress. You
All
know,
that
I'm trying to
teabagging.
get in touch with
So
my
you're
feelings.
you're on your
man.
period? Is that what you're saying? What's
Holy
up?
fucking shit.
I don't
You
think the
know-
unicorn. I don't think the unicorn would like that because she's not really a fan of men that do that.
Oh.
Honey, they're being mean to me and saying I'm on my period.
You're on your period.
Fucking
Hey, bitchy, can you please fill in for General Zod because he can't read and it's been infuriating
Does she
the panel
read?
and the chat
Does
for
she
the last,
read?
like 3 years.
Yeah.
Like, how long did it take you to read Harry Potter?
Wait, he
Yeah.
read
Too
a book?
long.
What year is
Few
this?
Well, the
Dude,
last
just
book
finished
came
it.
out
Give me a single
2007,
night.
so he finished last month.
He finished the series last month. That's why he's
Yeah.
such a big fan.
Fuck y'all. Anyways,
It's true.
Charisma Carpenter on Wednesday posted a lengthy message on social media in which she accused Joss Whedon of a hostile and toxic behavior on the sets of Buffy the Vampire and its spinoff Angel. For nearly 2 decades, I have held my tongue and even made excuses for certain events that traumatized me to this day, she began. Joss Whedon abused
Hello to Laura B. Sorry.
Hello, Laura B. Joss Whedon abused his power on numerous occasions while working together on the set of Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Angel. She wrote, the disturbing incidents triggered chronic physical condition from which I still suffer. It is with a beating heavy heart that I say I coped in isolation and at times destructively.
Hold on, bruh. Did Angel come out in the 90s?
Yeah, until
Find
the,
out. I'll
I
Google
believe
real
the mid
fast.
2000s.
Right.
The last season of Angel was like 2001, maybe.
Right.
2002?
Came out in '99.
Like,
But
come on, bro.
it ended in the 2000s, I believe.
What can Joss Whedon say that
2004.
And this article came out when?
Hold on.
Recently.
February 10th, 2021.
So you trying to tell me Joss Whedon is that mean with his mouth that you're still not over it after 20 years?
Apparently that can happen with some things from what I'm told.
But see, here's the thing. In this whole article, she doesn't say what he said. She says Buffy was a toxic and work environment that starts from the top. There's all this damage, but she doesn't say what
they never say. Bro, these people never say what actually happened. They always beat around the bush and dance around the thing. Like, what happened? Say what happened.
Yeah, how long does an NDA need to last?
So it doesn't.
There is
So,
no NDA. It's
so
like
at no
10
point do we
years
know
ago.
exactly what happened.
Like, if Zod calls me the N-word, I'm gonna let them know. Like, he called me the N-word.
Her general statement was that Joss Whedon had said to her he was very manipulative, weaponized my womanhood and faith against me, and abused his power over her on numerous occasions during their time on Buffy and its spin-off series Angel.
All of this feels like it's a perspective thing.
AKA he wouldn't hire her to be in the Avengers.
Oh my.
So let me go to this because there is a definite statement here. So let me pull this up. Let me pull this article back up.
Like, is there anybody even out there backing up her statement? Like, oh yeah, we were going to do this, but then we didn't follow through with it because he said that you were a cunt.
So, he, according to Strong explains that there was So the Hunger Games Mockingjay's writer is also noted about Joss Whedon. I don't just want to say if you're in your mid-30s, fuck you. That's not an excuse. You should be better. But see, there's no statements as to what
Wait,
he
Joss
said.
Whedon says if you're in your mid-30s, fuck you. That's what Joss Whedon said.
The writer also noted about Joss Whedon. I don't just want to say if you're in your mid-30s, fuck you. That's an excuse. You should know better. You're very rich. You're very successful. Give me a fucking break. So no, this is what the writer noted about Joss Whedon.
Oh.
So, I mean,
super lame. I don't like anything about this story. I don't understand. Like, is somebody like her publicist said this is the easiest way to get some traction? Because something about it seems off. Like, what incredible timing?
I mean, like I said earlier, my thing is I got a problem with people that say someone or something happened but don't detail it. Like, what's the point of opening your mouth?
Well, sometimes if it happened to you, that's one thing, and that's where I would agree with you. But if you were a witness and it happened to somebody else, that's sometimes it's not your business to exploit that publicly.
Okay, so that's what happened.
So if it's somebody who witnessed it, it's just like, okay, I would rather that person come out and say it as a
So okay,
and there are no people like that. Nobody came out and said, "Yeah, Joss Whedon."
Wait, hold on, everybody. According to Charisma Carpenter, there's a statement out there. Janie Davis says that he had told her he'd pay for her abortion so she can get back to work. I do remember hearing something about this. If he
back
did
in the day?
say it, yeah. Apparently,
hey man, how much does an abortion cost? Is that not a generous offer?
Oh my God!
Jesus
is that not empowering?
Disclaimer.
Don't people want to have abortions?
Disclaimer.
My question
What do
is,
you mean strong
did you have
disclaimer?
the baby?
Wait, whoa! Everybody's all of a sudden anti-abortion?
No, it's first off, it's very different. For example, if it's someone's decision to have a child or not. So to have any third party, let's say that, I don't know, it's not their fucking body to begin with, period, doesn't matter who they are, say to you, I'm going to pay for your
Greg
abortion.
Abbott disagrees.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, okay, that's fucked up. I thought you were about to say like anybody.
I'm only playing devil's
Anybody
advocate here,
except
but
for
it's
that
fun.
person, it's their decision. My only disagreement would be if you're the father, maybe a word or two should be taken into consideration.
Right.
But especially
mean?
if you're in
But
a
a boss,
committed
you know,
relationship.
Why would the
Other than
father get a
that,
word or two?
I
That doesn't make any
completely
sense.
agree with you.
but like
Why
a
would the
boss,
father
like
get
an
a word?
employer, I'd be
Yeah,
like,
an
fuck you,
employer,
old
that's
man.
fucked up. Like if you're a model and they try to tell you, no, you can't have this, it'll
maybe
ruin
Jo-
your image. You'll be
Hold on.
fat for the rest of your life.
Plot
I've seen
twist.
plenty
Plot
of
twist.
models like have
Ooh.
kids and
Plot
you know
twist
be
here.
just fine.
Maybe Joss was the father.
Oh.
Ooh,
He's definitely
juicy.
the daddy. He was definitely the daddy.
Right. 'Cause I
JD
mean,
Davis said that, Mr.
'cause
Sod's Phantom
to
Zone.
me,
That's
bruh,
what she meant about weaponizing her faith. She's probably pro-life.
Well, then
I
how does
see
that
where you're going
weaponize
with
her
this,
faith?
Danny.
Well,
Because
it's
Like-
she's
basically threatening her
pro-life.
job.
And this dude just came out and said, I'll pay for your abortion. I could see where that's offensive.
No, but if
Are
you
you
say
fucking kidding
no,
me?
it's offensive to offer somebody an abortion if you know that they are pro-life because of whatever particular religion that they have. That's offensive, but it doesn't weaponize their faith.
Well, yeah, because, okay, so there's a larger thing to this. So apparently what had happened was during the it was the fourth season of Angel. She had gotten pregnant. So because she had gotten pregnant and she was showing, he had rewritten the scripts to do a storyline for her pregnancy and incorporate it in the show. But I guess behind the scenes, he had suggested like, hey, I had already written the story a certain way and like, I'll pay for your abortion. That doesn't make it sound any better, but you see where I'm going with it. He has been like, hey,
Okay,
maybe
there's
you get an
still
abortion
there.
because
Okay, I'm
Oh,
skeptical.
okay.
I'm skeptical of
So-
everything in the story because there is no weaponizing of the faith. You know what weaponizing
But
of
you
faith
knew she
is?
was a
Would
Christian.
you like an example of
you go along
weaponizing of
with it.
faith?
please
Like a
give me one.
weaponizing of faith would be like somebody that goes out and commits a terrorist act for their God. That's weaponizing faith.
Or you can
okay,
Like
like
Zack
what they
Snyder.
did on January 6th for Trump.
Oh, all right, we're getting into this. Fuck
I mean,
that.
that's not really a faith, but I guess kind of.
Oh, I don't know. Sometimes politics nowadays feels like a religious cult in a way. Like when you look at the left, when you look at some of the right, you just
Some of them, yeah.
that's what they kind of act like. I don't know. My assessment could be wrong.
I believe in
my-
Zodism.
On my
Thank
profile, that's why it says
Thank
political
you.
atheist, because I don't believe in the political gods, man.
I
believe
mean,
in Zodism.
I 100% agree with LB. We need to all be following Zodism. That's like perfect.
No thanks.
Kneel before Zod.
If we're gonna follow Zodism, then I need to go like move some money around and invest in knee pads.
Zodism, you don't teabag anyone.
Yeah,
Just kneel.
there's no fucking teabagging. There's like rule number 1. You
Really?
don't teabag. Rule
Really?
number 2,
No
you don't
teabagging?
Yes,
No
Justin.
Yes, Justin. No fucking teabag. You ever
Not
seen
anymore.
No, you son of a bitch. No. Jesus
So
Christ.
the moral of this story is it's a big nothing burger.
Let me just ask you guys on
mean,
this
that's what it
panel, in
feels like
all
to me.
seriousness, I'm going to go down the line. Who thinks this is bullshit that's coming out 10 years later and has no relevance, or thinks that there's actually something here? I'll start with PB. Bullshit or not?
Oh, I mean, I think that I lean towards the bullshit side.
Okay. LB.
I'm going to do the YouTube thing and not answer the question. I think it's a little bit of both.
So you think there might be some? You think there might be some over dramatization, as they put it in those.
Oh, absolutely. This. I mean, I'm not denying that Joss Whedon said or did some crazy things, but I
For
also
sure.
think a lot of people are just piling on because it's the cool thing to do right now. Because
Facts, I could totally see that.
10, 20 years ago, Joss Whedon was the greatest thing in Hollywood.
Yep, he was the savior. I remember that.
I mean,
He was a champion of women. I mean, for me personally, like me personally, I always men that are like extra pro female and feminist type men, like don't trust them.
I mean,
ever.
True.
I'm a man. Look,
about
I'm a
that.
man. Like I'm a man. I know men. Don't like women. If you're listening, it don't matter what men tell you how pro women they are. If they're like that, like extra feminist men, they have an agenda.
Like Steve Harvey.
Even if you are pro women, you could be chill about it. Just be like, yeah, women can do whatever the fuck they want.
Right.
All
Like
right, cool.
like the men
Like you don't
that
have to be like so.
I'm a male feminist. Look at
Right.
me.
Yeah,
the male-
look how great I am for women.
right.
You know,
If
like
a
Fourth
grown-
wave feminist.
if
what
a grown
a bunch
man
of scummy, horny virgins. You know,
right, if a grown man needs to talk down men to prop up women, run away, women. Run away. That's a
True.
lonely man's advice on men.
The first thing that's wrong is his name isn't Josh. That's just how Zod says it. That's all. That's all. It's Joss. Double S.
it's
Double
not
S.
even a real name.
No, it's a fucking Hollywood name.
It's
Beef
Josh,
wanted me to-
and I will forever call it Josh because Josh is not a fucking real name, as Proper said.
Beef wanted me to say about the Halo topic. He says, I'm a diamond ranked on Infinite. Yeah, get the fuck out. Anyway, that's the Beef's
Oh.
commentary. He can't be on.
Joss Whedon's real name is Joseph, by the way.
Interesting. Is his last name really Whedon?
Yes.
Okay,
Joseph
cool.
Hill Whedon.
It has a
Interesting.
flair to it. I
What
would
a
have been
weird,
fine
what
with
a
it.
weird change to make.
Hey, Landon.
Hey, Landon, what's up?
What's up,
No,
Landon?
My
Here's
man, Landon.
where I land, and this is for everybody who's in this chat, who's Johnny Depp fans. We've seen this bullshit where
Like,
when
you
it,
could have transitioned to that perfectly. Like, you were going to say, this is where I land. Landon just landed in the chat, and you use none of that to your advantage. Continue.
see, let's go on. Anyways, so this is where I land on this topic. Is that
Lord.
Oh, you ruined it. No, you ruined
Oh,
it.
no one else gets a voice? Okay, cool.
no, fuck you. Anyways, this is where I land on this.
Terrible.
Wow. That
You didn't
is
even
abuse-
ask
that-
the only
that-
woman on the panel. How
Right.
dare you?
Right. Like, wow. We
Yeah,
have
you
a grown-
only
we-
you only got the top people get to have an opinion.
Right,
And
you
you say, well,
didn't
go
talk
we'll
to
go
them at
down
all.
the panel, but
You were
really
like,
just LB.
You were like,
and
bullshit or not bullshit, and you asked two people, and you were like, the
two men,
bees
by
have
the way. Two
answered.
men. You ask two men. You don't ask the female on the panel like
We got
disrespecting
one.
women.
We only got one.
Like no respect. The only female on the panel, and you don't even ask her feelings about an abusive man towards a woman.
So how about you
Wow.
round this corner and bring us back down the other way?
Oh, my
Like we're
God.
playing
Okay,
Queen
I'm sorry.
here.
Let me pick the other two clearly privileged males, and let's talk to the
I'm
female.
sorry, you're becoming a robot. Can you?
Okay, let
Fix
me
your mic.
try. Squirrel. Bullshit or something to it?
I think there's something to it. I don't think it's 100% truth because this is Hollywood, and I do agree that there's a lot of manipulation that goes on to further one's career and get that screen time or attention. So, I don't know. In my opinion, there's probably something to this, and I just don't like. I agree that the allegations are very broad and not very specified at the same time. Like there's certain things that have been said, there's other stuff that hasn't. I wouldn't trust him. You know, I'd be very careful about. Well, that's with anybody in Hollywood.
He's
Fuck
Hollywood.
this.
He's a Hollywood director and producer. Like,
Oh yeah, yeah. He probably
Has he-
manufactures.
has
casting
he
couches. We
been
don't
to
know.
the island? I don't know.
Just look at him, bro. Like he looks like somebody you don't need to trust.
Has been an actor comes out with stories years later of how they were a victim of a powerful loved figure. Classic story of how has been trying to stay out. That's true.
That's what I said.
Yeah, that's very true.
Perp.
Yeah.
Was that all, Squirrel?
Yeah, that was it. Sorry.
Okay. Bullshit or something to it.
I'm just gonna mind my business because it seemed like rich people problems. So
Jesus
That's
Christ,
like
bro.
everything. That's like everything we talk about on this channel. Take a stance, motherfucker.
Take a stance for once.
I don't know. I was really like, I kind of tuned it out. I was just like, we started talking about Joss Whedon. Like, I don't
Oh,
know.
so you prefer the Snyder cut?
So,
Oh my
No.
God.
he's the male feminist here. Watch out, people.
Yes. Females are the future.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
Jesus Christ. No.
He's
The
wearing a
force is
shirt.
female.
Hey, I saw that. I saw that Ms. Marvel trailer.
Anime
Fire.
is female.
Fire.
Oh,
I
of
love
course, yeah, it
every
is.
word that man just said.
I'm not screaming. This is not even me talking.
Oh my God, he's getting yelled at. Stop
I'm
screaming,
not
General.
You're on the rag. We only have so many pads left.
Hey.
These have to last you to the morning.
Hey,
As I said before, get bitchy unicorn to take your place. Hijack the stream.
Yes, this is
Oh, that's so mean.
Oh, come
Oh,
on.
this is what Hollywood does, you know, replace the man and put the female there, you know.
There you go, Perp.
It's very modern day female. Modern day Hollywood.
You want to read that comment, Perp?
Yes.
Yeah.
Female
Female will lead the world.
No, I ain't feeling like that.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Terrible.
you want me to do my white voice?
you need to fix
Oh,
your mic.
great. You're back to a
Your
robot.
mic's all
Kirsten, why
messed
are you-
up.
Gee Willikers, honey, why are you just
Come
talking
back.
like this? Like
Look
this
at
is
it. Hey,
so
hey,
I muted
Zod.
him. I muted
Thank
him.
you.
When-
Fix
when
your
you
mic,
need to
guy.
Dude, you're a
like
robot. You're a fucking robot.
with a high
Boop, bop,
pitched voice robot.
You better?
All right. J5.
hey. I was not a
See, it's still
robot.
crunchy.
I was doing my
Leave
voice.
and
Fucking
come
shit.
back in.
I was not a
Wait, you need to
robot.
leave the yard and come back.
Oh my god, dude. Zod,
Evacuate the
really
premises.
need to- Thank
Baby, did
goodness.
you just kick him?
Finally, we've
No,
gotten rid
no,
of
he
that
left of
bigot.
his own volition. I was
Mm.
Don't let him
supposed
come
to.
back.
What's the next topic?
I can't stop that really. Like I can control so many things, but I can't like stop.
Look at him.
What's the next topic, bruh?
Well, guys, our next topic is going to be
Wait,
it's going to be a great...
Justin didn't answer yet, did he?
Well, gee golly, Justin, why don't you answer there, guy? Come
Okay,
on.
ancient one. My God, what the fuck?
All right, what's the question?
What
Is
is
it
that
Well,
voice?
bullshit or not?
Justin, is this article bullshit or is it actually a real thing? Are we dealing with a real crisis here? Go ahead,
There's
Justin.
a little something there. The only thing that really makes me question that is when you and PB were talking about how there's a way of saying like, hey, I'll pay for your abortion or I'll pay for your abortion. Both are very bad, but one is worse. The worst one is if he aggressively just went up and was mad that she got pregnant, that, oh my God, somebody except for me fucked you. Like, oh my God, poor Joss Whedon. And then he gets mad in his office and he says, look, I'll pay for your abortion. I already wrote this shit. Like, if he has that kind of attitude, then yeah, absolutely. But it's also like, why didn't you say something before? So, but the more likely scenario was like, hey, I already wrote this, but look, like, if you want to, I'll pay for your abortion. And he like means well, but is also a dick. You know what I mean? So that's what you were discussing, and that really made me think about it and just be like, there's a possibility that this is probably embellished, but give him the benefit of the doubt enough to where, like, if it's balanced out, like, both can understand that what was said was wrong.
Believe women.
Hashtag believe women. Exactly.
Did I go on for too long?
No.
No, that
Okay.
was perfect. Speaking of
You
which, we're
made up
doing
for
a
Perp's
follow-up
answer.
to we're doing a follow-up to Squirrel's amazing article that she brought us, because I will now cover everything having to do with this. So thank you, Squirrel. We're going to be talking about the greatest movie coming out in
Oh shit!
any year.
I'm a
I
Barbie
I
girl.
brought
What, the
one
Nicolas
article.
Cage
Barbie
movie?
girl.
Wait,
No,
who's
no,
Greta
that- I will
Gerwig?
be
Is that
covering
is
that.
that wait? Is that the How Dare You? Oh wait, that's Thumper. Wait, who's Greta Gerwig?
everywhere.
He's the one that directed the Bird Lady Girl movie or something.
The Bird Lady Girl or something.
Yeah, it was that weird movie with the. What's the movie called? The girl with the red hair, I think.
Lady Bird?
Yeah, that.
There we go. Yeah. I was like,
Oh, the one
was
about
close.
LBJ's wife or something.
Yeah,
No,
that's
it-
who.
No, it was some independent woman movie. Just,
Wait.
yeah, I turned it
Oh
off.
yeah, LBJ's wife, not independent.
So let's talk
Oh,
about this amazing
so
movie.
that's so mean, but
fucking
It's
true.
not mean, but it's
it's
So-
mean, but it's kind of true.
it's a
Justin.
Barbie world.
We're trying to get into a Barbie world. It's a Barbie world, and we're all just living in it. What seems like
Wait,
a
really?
Mattel doll lifetime ago, Margot Robbie confirmed the Barbie live-action film adaptation in
It's gonna be a
July
porno?
29th. We could only
Maybe.
hope. With Greta
Or a slasher
Gerwig
movie where you just rip off all of their heads.
and Noah, I'm not going to attempt to say that, co-writing the script. Gerwig
Bombach?
was
Bombach?
later
Like, how do you not
Bombach?
get that?
whatever. Later announced.
Bombach. It's not that hard.
Listen, you
You're
son
never
of a
going to
bitch.
improve if you don't try.
Listen, Gerwig was later announced to be directing the film. The news marked the famed blonde-haired doll's 60th anniversary. Robbie will also star as Barbie opposite Ryan Gosling's Ken. Great choice.
Ooh.
Is slated to produce the film through her production company, Lucky Cap Entertainment. Mattel Films and Heyday Films will co-produce. The Once Upon a Time in Hollywood star admitted that the film comes with a lot of baggage and a lot of nostalgic connections. To honor the doll's legacy, what the
Bro,
fuck?
why are you talking about this, bro?
Because
Why?
this is the biggest news ever.
No.
I thought the biggest news ever was not this.
The biggest
Dude,
news ever was
Margot-
trans swimming.
Yeah,
Yep,
that's the story of the day.
Margot Robbie is playing fucking Barbie, and Ryan Gosling.
No one
is
here
playing
cares.
Ken.
Nobody plays with Barbies.
Right, but if you do, that's okay.
We don't judge.
Thank you.
Hey, I am going.
Unless you're
I
unless you're your side.
I
You're
promise
10
you
years
all right
old and
now.
you played
Oh,
dolls.
wait. No, I need to double check. Like, you said that it was okay to play with Barbies, but is it okay to play with brats?
Hi, Bianca.
Hey, Bianca, how's the?
I'm not
fight
hearing a
going?
yes, and it's ruining my life.
Kiefer cares about this. Thank you. Kiefer wants to know about this Barbie movie.
Kiefer's a
Laura
man?
B did the hand slap emoji. So she's pretty curious about why this is being made. So here's
So is this going to be made by Pixar or no?
okay.
No.
Let me give you.
Okay,
let
can
me
we stop
give you-
talking about this? I'm taking over your channel. No mas. No mas. Finito. Arrivederci, Barbie.
I don't understand.
No,
Like, what
there-
was the point? Why'd you bring this stupid shit up?
Right.
Didn't we talk about this once upon a time? And we only talked
Yes.
about it because they replaced Chunky Barbie with Hot Barbie.
Yes. So Amy Schumer originally had the role,
Okay.
but she
Yeah,
dropped out.
I literally just
Great
said we're not
move.
talking about this anymore.
But there's so much rich
5 against
lore.
1.
What was the next
No,
topic?
no, there is
Democracy.
rich.
Democracy.
No. But here in the fandom, zone,
Democracy.
there is no democracy. This is a
You've been- look.
dictatorship.
No.
Oh, so you're a
No
fascist.
eyes
Fuck
Dude.
you.
Okay.
Dude, hold on. I
You're
got-
fucked.
So Squirrel sent me a link that they make Swiss Miss whipping cream in a can. That'll change
What
your
is that?
fucking life, man. What do
You know, like the hot cocoa.
you know,
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like whipped cream, but hot
Okay, well,
cocoa
you have
flavored.
the power, motherfucker. Pull that up because
Oh.
I don't have any
I
other
rock with
articles.
Swiss Miss.
Squirrel, can you send that to me on here?
Yeah.
Yeah, put that in the
Yeah.
private chat. Put that in the private chat. Bring
Yeah.
that up on here.
Kiefer says
That'll
he's a
make
We're,
people
masculine
happy.
we're
man who likes Barbie.
teabagging it at this point. So
No, he likes Barbie and Bratz. Like, I asked if I could play with
Look,
Bratz, and everybody
look.
was silent, and I was like,
Look, Zod.
oh, life falling apart.
Get the
Listen to
fuck.
Mr. Zod. Listen to me. We just had an important discussion about Joss Whedon abortions and respecting women. We're not going back to teabagging for the rest of this night, okay?
There you go, PD.
hey, teabagging apparently is the cornerstone of the Halo experience. No, but there was a show, Red versus Blue. Has anybody seen that? Fucking hilarious. And they did bring that. Didn't they teabag in that show?
Bruh.
Yes.
You see,
That escalated.
Ooh, what's this? Now I'm intrigued.
Ready Whip's new Swiss Miss
looks
Whip
good.
topping flavor tastes like hot cocoa.
Hot
What-
diabetes. That's what it tastes like.
Wait, wait. Hold
Yeah, I don't
on,
know about
hold
this.
on. I'm confused.
You into this,
Because-
Squirrel?
Oh shit!
I'm-
Are you
Somebody
not
else
into
sent me
this?
that link, man. Don't
I'm
accuse me.
confused because doesn't the whipped cream come out cold? So how is it hot chocolate?
It just fucking tastes like it.
Yeah,
Tastes
I
like
I
cocoa.
don't think you're serious about that. Don't. That's
Yeah,
no,
not
no,
answering that
no,
one.
Zod, no, Zod. Don't do
No,
that.
I mean, no, hot cocoa by its fucking chemical
Dude, listen.
fucking
Just
configuration
fucking
is supposed
listen.
to be hot.
My
Trust-
brain hurts now.
You sound like you're in a
You
lot
officially just wrecked my brain.
No, it's bullshit. Hot cocoa
Perp
should
shutting
be
down.
hot.
Perp shutting
It
down.
doesn't make sense if it's cold.
He's still angry about Barbie.
You don't
Yep.
have anybody in this
Yep.
fucking world
You're
who goes,
projecting
"You
it
know-
onto the whipped cream. I don't know
No,
why,
no,
but that's
no.
inappropriate.
No, I have a point. Nobody has
leave
ever
that
looked up-
chocolate
Can we
cream alone.
put L's in the chat for Zod, please? L's in the chat.
How
Just
did
light
we
'em
get
up.
onto this? Didn't we have like another story or something better to talk about?
I don't know if there
No.
was another story. There was not another. Yeah, there's another story. This right here. What happens when you combine Ready Whip and Swiss Miss? You get a
Oh,
whipped
that's the
cream
real story. I
worthy
thought we were just
of a
fucking
spot
around,
on
okay.
your holiday dessert table. And Easter's
No, I
right
can
around the
find it.
corner, motherfuckers.
No, Swiss Miss should be heated up. This is an abomination to what Swiss Miss. No, I'm deadly serious about this. No,
Why
Swiss Miss
why
needs to
are we
be
talking
heated.
about this?
It was to get rid of Barbie.
Oh, okay.
No, now I'm
okay.
focused on this. This doesn't chemically. How does it chemically work? Hot
Who
chocolate's supposed to be
cares?
hot.
What's the difference between
I
hot
care.
coffee, iced coffee, and hot coffee? Zod.
Iced coffee is an abomination too. I never fucking go to a coffee shop and go, you know what? I'm gonna break the rules of science and order a cold fucking coffee. In that case, I'll drink a cold fucking drink. Why am I drinking coffee that's cold? I don't want coffee that's cold.
For the
I wanna fucking warm my
fucking
bones.
caffeine and the
It sounds like a
delicious
you
flavor
problem.
from that bean.
I can't
Fuck
believe
that.
we're really
It's
having this
supposed to be a
conversation. Why is
Having
hot
what
chocolate flavored?
conversation?
I'm with you, bruh. This is just one of those things, bruh. If you know what I'm saying, right?
Yes.
Zod, are
Because
you
whoa. It's because it's the gluten-free dairy topping that combines the classic silky whipped cream with the chocolatey goodness of Swiss Miss hot cocoa. Besides
No.
putting this on desserts, the obvious
Give this man a
choice
check. That
is
was
to
dope.
put the hot cocoa flavored whipped topping on a warm mug filled with hot chocolate. Now
No.
that's how you have a decadent sip of cold winter evening.
No, No,
That's
Yes.
you don't
marketing,
wanna drink
son.
fucking- you don't want to have cold on cold. No,
What?
if I'm in the middle of winter,
That-
I'm not going to say,
Goodness.
you know
Bro,
what would
what's
be
going
great?
on here,
I would
bruh?
love a fucking
Not a paid
Sunday while I'm cold as
advertisement.
shit.
Bruh, what is happening right now?
What do you mean?
My
What is
brain.
happening?
Why are we?
Hold
why
on,
are we
hold
having
on,
a
hold on.
meltdown
Okay,
over
I can
some
hard left
chocolate
turn this
fucking milk?
motherfucker. We
What
can
is
hard
going
left
on?
turn it again because I know that you all seen it except for maybe Justin. I don't know if Justin's seen it, but it did sound like the rest of you on the
No.
screen seen it. You seen the Miss Marvel trailer, right?
Oh, fuck me.
I loved it.
Unfortunately.
I fucking
Okay.
hated it.
So I hear, oh fuck
Of
me, I
course you
hear
did.
unfortunately, and I hear I can't tell if it's sarcasm at this point, LB. I'm not sure. Are you
I
being
enjoyed it.
serious?
Yeah.
Okay, I also enjoyed it too. One, I like that song by The Weeknd. Two, I like the graphics. The only thing that I didn't like was the one thing that I agreed with Zod on. I couldn't care less about high school fucking drama.
Her powers
All
are
right,
trash.
let's. Are we gonna see it or?
You want me to show you the trailer?
Oh.
No, I don't want to
Because-
fucking watch that fucking shitty trailer. If I'm going to
I haven't
claim
seen
something,
it.
it's not going to be fucking Miss Marvel.
That
You
show.
haven't seen it, Justin?
You? Yeah. No, I haven't.
I mean, I can
Fuck
try
that.
and show you the trailer.
Fucking go.
I have a life outside of
Do
it.
a window and
I don't
watch
need
it.
to
I'm not
look up
fucking
every
wasting
single
my
Marvel.
time with that fucking.
You're live
watch it
streaming
on your
now,
own
Justin?
Diary
time.
of a Wimpy Kid.
No.
They copy.
No, I've honestly been so busy that I haven't. I didn't even know Miss Marvel was actually going to be a thing. I just thought like, oh, it's going to be like in 8 years or something like that. I don't know. Like
years.
I'm not
8 years.
as entrenched on the Marvel news, I guess. But let's see the trailer.
I say you
No.
watch it on your own time. We don't need to watch it.
Okay, fine.
No, just like, yeah, look it up right now. It's only, what, freaking 2.5 minutes long or something
Two
like that?
very long minutes.
I did not. How do you think it's two
All right,
very
I'll be
long
right there.
minutes? Like,
You,
you're right.
you just don't like it because it's a brown female.
Yes.
I
Mostly
cannot
because it's a
comment.
female.
Okay, now
No,
I
that-
do
no,
have
it-
LB. I do have somebody that I used to talk to that they said, I hope they don't mess up Pakistani representation. And I was like, wait, what? Why? I thought that we were concerned about getting it on screen, and now we're concerned about people messing up your representation. What a weird world we live in.
I mean, yeah. Shoot, whatever. Man.
I mean, that was like the whole thing about frickin' the Batman, and they're like, I mean, the representation on screen. I was like, yeah, I feel like everybody was represented in the
I
Batman.
mean, I like shows like that, so I'm cool with it. Like, I mean,
No,
people
no,
need
Laura,
to understand, bro. Like
I don't
everything.
remember.
Marvel's they're like this. They're gonna be doing younger characters. Like every show ain't gonna be like for you.
No,
Exactly.
that's
No,
not
I'm
my issue.
wondering-
My issue is no one has given a shit about Miss Marvel during her
Okay,
fucking
but-
comic
Nobody's
run.
giving a shit about Iron Man, but look where he's
Right,
at
that's
now.
what I'm gonna say. Like,
No,
that,
are you
no,
kidding me? Iron Man was one of the highest
Mr.
selling
Zod,
comics.
Mr. Zod, like, I have to say this. I hate when people use those excuses when it comes to anything comic book related in movies or TV shows. Nobody cared about the character. Nobody cared about Iron Man. Nobody cared about Thor. Nobody cared about Ant-Man. Nobody cared about Guardians of the Galaxy. Nobody cared about 95% of the Marvel characters.
Just Captain America.
And
Exactly.
One
and
that I
LB
really knew.
to add to that, you know, people complain like, oh, why don't you just make new characters? Because people complain about new characters. So it's just like,
Well, I mean,
a double-edged
when you
sword.
No,
make-
my problem with Miss Marvel is the whole
She's
fucking
brown.
design of it and stuff. It's just not a show made for me.
Wait
Like,
a second. Wait a
I've
second. How
seen
many?
Diary
No, I got a
of the
question.
Wimpy
Hold
Kid
on.
and Lizzie
Question.
McGuire.
Question.
I don't need to see it
Question.
again.
Question, guy. This is my question for you. How many different Ms. Marvels are there?
One.
Because there's only one Ms. Marvel?
Yep.
I
It's
thought
never
that there
been
was. Wait a second.
rebooted.
Wait a second. I thought there was
There's
a
only
different.
one Miss Marvel.
I swore Carol Danvers was originally this Marvel. before she
No,
became
Carol
Captain.
Danvers is Captain Marvel, but that was from Monica Rambeau, who was originally Captain Marvel before she gave the mantle over to Carol Danvers. But Miss Marvel has only been one character, and she idolizes Captain Marvel. Fuck it, if I know why. And they changed the
You know one thing that
My
doesn't make
problem-
sense. One thing that doesn't
Wait,
make
hold
sense
on,
about the whole
hold on.
movie. Hold on.
This might,
I just want to get this out before I forget about it.
Okay.
Because I thought about it, it's like, how does she idolize somebody that's barely on Earth?
Right. I was just about to mention that myself. It's like, how are they going?
I feel like I think that there's going to be something where she was either watched something from, like, she saw her blow up Thanos' ship.
That wasn't
Like,
televised.
I feel like they probably will do something like how they did in with Hawkeye. Like she was there, not there, but she saw it.
Yeah, I
'Cause
feel you.
Obviously, if you're in New York and you blow up a ship, you're going to see it in the sky.
Right, like if you've seen, okay, let's say she saw a streak come down from the sky and then she sees a giant ship crash. And then you go and see the musical Captain Marvel and she's like, holy fuck, that's the one who took down the ship? Boom, instant Captain Marvel fan.
But you know what? According to the rules that they have today, why would a brown girl look up to a white woman? She's supposed to look up to another brown woman.
Double standards.
Maybe it has something to do with the with the wrists, with her what the hell, her gauntlets.
I mean,
that's another stupid thing. Miss Marvel is an Inhuman, and this was a perfect way for DC to fold in the Inhumans, which are canon. They're in the universe. And their excuse for not doing this directly from Marvel was that they didn't want people to confuse Mr. Fantastic with Miss Marvel. But the difference is Miss Marvel is a Inhuman, and Mr. Fantastic got his powers from
But yet you're going to have a movie called The Marvels, and they all have like the same fucking
and they
powers.
all have cosmic powers. Yeah, it's stupid. It doesn't make sense.
So now,
we just gotta wait and see. That's all.
Here's my question where my confusion might have came in. Shazam used to be called Captain Marvel. Was there anybody with the last name Marvel on the DC side? Was there Miss Marvel over there?
No. The only DC had the name Marvel before Marvel did. And then Marvel basically took the name from them. And there was a big court battle, but because DC fucked up with some patents, Marvel wound up getting the name. So originally, Shazam was Captain Marvel. And they had to change it to Shazam because Marvel took them to
I don't know.
court.
I'm just picturing I'm picturing a Miss Marvel in a black costume.
No, there was never a Miss Marvel over at DC. There was only one Miss Marvel in Marvel Comics.
Okay, and
she fucking annoying.
I thought that she was in a black costume and had long blonde hair.
No.
Who the hell am I thinking of?
That was I'd have to go back. No, I don't remember that. Oh, you mean the one with the lightning bolt? That was another variation of Captain Marvel, but they called her Miss Marvel, and then they changed the name back to Captain Marvel.
Oh, okay. See, I fucking knew it, man.
Yeah, but because she had the long blonde hair, that was actually Captain Marvel, but she changed her name to Miss Marvel. There was some shit. I forgot the storyline because I hate Captain Marvel's story in general. It's boring.
Thank you.
So
thank you, you bastion of comic knowledge.
What else you got for the night, Mr. Zod? We appreciate that.
I'm cutting it short. That's pretty much it because
what do you mean cutting it short? It's been 3 fucking hours.
Oh, I mean, well, this is short for us because normally
we just started early because I'm probably gonna have to go plow snow, but you know, who knows?
Yeah,
plow snow in March.
Snow. Yeah, what do you mean in March? It's fucking winter, guy.
Springtime over here. What you talking about?
Fuck you.
It's snowing right now.
You're so angry.
We in the 60s and 70s right now, so that's why I was like,
it's
snow.
30,
yeah, same here.
32 fucking degrees out.
Yeah, right now.
Too bad.
Which comes out to 0 Celsius.
Sucks for you guys.
Right now, I have 36 with fucking rain, sleet, snow.
Yeah,
shit.
you have fucking rain, you lucky bastard.
Yeah, you're way up north. I'm sorry. You live in the fucking woods.
He's a bear.
It's fucking light to moderate.
It's 90 degrees today.
Jesus.
He's
Yeah.
literally a bear.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, fucking goddamn.
Anyways, thank you all for coming by. We're gonna
You're
go
welcome.
down
Mhm.
and start our outro. So let's start with the loneliest man on the panel. Who
Would have been easier to go in reverse order, but I'll get you.
I mean,
Let's do it that way.
like, can we ever have the woman of the stream go first? Like, what haven't
Okay,
you learned
okay.
anything tonight?
This is Women's
I'm
Month too.
sorry. I'm still
Yeah,
stuck in my
International Women's
misogynistic
Month.
ways.
I don't feel
Jesus.
very empowered.
Okay.
Not
Let's
proud at all.
go. Let's go to the most empowered squirrel on the panel. Mad Squirrel, tell us about your latest empowering, enriching content that you have coming out, specifically for female squirrels.
I don't have a goddamn thing coming out, dude. It's all good.
Bingo.
Yeah, I don't have anything currently. I have a bunch of stuff I'm working on, but nothing like coming out on the channel per se. But you know, there's a lot of stuff. I don't know. It's like anime season, so everyone go watch some anime. Speaking of anime,
Yes.
hey Perp.
Yes.
Yeah, speaking of which, Perp, what anime news you got coming out for us? Because I know you ain't fucking covered anything else except for X, which is can't wait for that to see that.
Yeah, I got a bunch of reviews up. Top Boy season 4, British crime drama. I'm starting to
That's
speak
a really good one.
yeah, I'm starting to speak like I'm British. You get me?
Boy.
I haven't
So-
heard
Like
you
you're
use any
British.
British slang yet.
Nah, but
Bloody hell.
that aside, speaking about anime, I just caught up with Ranking of Kings. That shit's fire. That's a fire ass anime. Don't
It's
let the
got
looks
nothing
fool
on
you.
Attack on Titan.
It's up
Streaming
there.
it.
It's up there. It's up there. But
No, got nothing on Attack on
it's
Titan.
up there.
Who's streaming it, Perp?
Crunchyroll.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on Crunchyroll and stuff and whatnot. But yeah, if you like some David and
Attack on Titan?
Goliath type of storytelling, or just story about like giants and kings and all that stuff, and I think you'll really enjoy it. I'm gonna do a
Like
video on it
Titan-sized
next week.
people?
You said what?
Like Titan-sized people?
Kind of.
And they
Interesting.
attack?
What's the name of it again?
Ranking of Kings.
Okay.
So Zod be like number one because I'm clearly the
No.
king of Krypton.
No.
Yeah. Discount
I was
motherfucker.
just saying, where the fuck's
Whoa, whoa,
Kal-El?
whoa!
I
No,
don't see a
you can
Kal-El
be
channel.
king of Krypton. That throne is about as effective as the Iron Throne.
Good night,
Fuck
Landon.
off.
So much bitter.
And of course, the most improper panelist on here,
Look at him
Mr.
wait.
Justin Proper. What kind of bullshit you got going on this week?
It's gonna be next Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern. This Week in Bullshit. Go check it out. But there's one thing that you forgot. You totally
No,
forgot.
I didn't forget it. I'm getting through the plugs first, and then
Oh,
we'll go
okay.
to-
All right. You're getting through
Oh,
the plugs. All
good
right.
job.
Now we know how you feel, bastard. Anyways, yeah, go check out my streams. They're fun. They're enjoyable. And yeah.
and they don't have racist white males. Okay. And of
No, they don't.
And of
That's
course,
debatable.
and of course, the
Kai is
last-
not. No. Kai isn't white.
That's true.
Yeah. He was. Oh my gosh, I had a clip on Twitter that you guys should check out. That was a clip from the last show that we did. So it's pretty
Ooh.
funny.
Go check out
Find that at
go check out
Justin
that.
Proper.
Go check
Speaking
out
of
that
people
Twitter.
that put out funny clips, LB, you got anything funny coming up?
No, but I just want to congratulate Lia Thomas for winning the NCAA championship for swimming 500 meters freestyle. History was made, a monumental moment. Very proud of what she was able to do in this International Women's Month. So that for years to come will always be spoken about. and one for the history books. I mean, women should celebrate what happened. So,
Get the
Leah,
hell out.
if you're listening, Leah, shout out to you. Peace.
That was great.
Oh, jeez. I feel less empowered.
Oh my god. After that empowering movement, moving speech, let's go to the co-host, the co-captain. He literally somehow has 50% control of my channel. The man who keeps shit running.
The bearded one, the dye beard.
The dye beard, the ginger extraordinaire, Pop Culture PB. Where can they find you? What kind of shit you got going on?
Google Pop Culture PB.
Plug done.
Okay, so I'm the longest fucking plug and the most important. Hey, everybody, welcome. Thank you for coming by to the Fandom Zone. Big things happening after next week. I will be taking a week's vacation, paid, fuck you work, and I will be restructuring my whole entire channel. I'm starting some new segments, and for everybody who requested it, I will be starting a segment with Killjoy Jake where we will talk about horror movies and things like that.
They will kill your joy.
They will. They will.
No,
but
no, Jake is amazing.
Yes, and I can't wait.
Don't you dare speak ill of him.
Don't you ever dare speak ill of somebody killing your joy.
So me and Killjoy Jake will be doing a horror segment where we talk about different horror movies and things like that.
Because he can't pronounce horror.
Yeah. We're going to be doing that, and I'm going to be making regular scheduled video releases. I'm going to be upping how many videos come out. I'm going to be doing more movie reviews because I'm going to be, if you guys don't know, actually
you need to do TV show reviews too.
Yes, I will be dedicating more time to my YouTube and really kicking this off. So if you guys like this content and whatnot, I'm going to be revamping my Patreon and my Teespring store. So please support the channel. And yeah, thank you very much.
Say all the YouTube words.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, subscribe, share to a friend.
Let me know the next time you two stream. That'll be great.
Yeah, we're working out right now because we both work real world jobs, so we're going to schedule around our different schedules and come up with a time. So I'll be announcing that later this week. So I'm super excited. Killjoy Jake has been a pleasure to have on my channel. He's very intelligent with his critiques, and I can't wait to dive into different aspects.
At least one of them will be intelligent.
Yes.
Oh, do you want to plug Zach's channel?
Oh, yes, and Zach Leary. If you guys enjoyed having...
The man with the shittiest internet on the entire panel.
Yeah.
Russia.
You, Russia.
Yeah, so go check out Zach Leary. I have some reviews with him. We did a great review together. We did 2 of them. So he's a great guy. He's been in the film industry. He's been in a couple of shows, so he knows a lot about that. And if you want a really good in-depth breakdown of productions and things like that, go check out his channel. He's a great guy, and I always love having him here. And thank you, everybody. So without further ado, we're going to do the last segment of the show.
The quickest segment in all YouTube entertainment today. Brought to you by Justin Proper.
All right.
Justin's rapid fire. So I'll give him a headline. He'll give us his 2-second thoughts. All right, ready. And how Paramount Halo Plus TV series changes the franchise's story.
By giving it one.
Fuck you, Justin.
Hey.
No, you can't argue. Rapid fire.
Nicolas Cage tells Warner Bros. He's ready to join the Batman's sequel.
In his fucking dreams.
Mm. You just crushed the odds. Aw. Moving
You
out loud.
You son of a! You're lucky this is rapid fire, you motherfucker. Okay. When we go off the air, you motherfucker. When we go off
Nope.
the air, it is all
It's not rapid. Move it along. Move it along. Move it along.
Okay. Rapid fire. Are you focusing, motherfucker? Okay. Goose Faba. Goose Faba. Remember your breathing exercises.
Gustava.
Oh,
Who's
Gustavo.
Gustavo? What the fuck?
No,
Yeah.
Goose Faba.
Separate these two.
You know him too,
Goose
huh?
Faba. Goose
Yeah.
Faba. It's from Bad
I think you're
Boys.
thinking of Wusa.
He wants to be the new
Wusa.
Batman.
Oh,
No,
all
he's
right.
thinking
What-
Goose Fraba.
Goose Faba.
Hmm.
Okay. Buffy
Yes.
actor says Joss Whedon was toxic to pretty women.
I mean, what's the point of being toxic to ugly women?
I didn't notice that.
Hey, hey,
It didn't
hey,
even
hey,
have
hey.
her name in the
All
fucking
women
title
are
because
beautiful.
she's so irrelevant.
Good night,
I
Christine.
mean,
All women are beautiful. It's International Women's Month, remember.
Especially,
Shit.
especially if
Well-
they're swimmers.
mm,
You're beautiful, no matter what you are, women.
That's for sure.
look, I said it before and I'll say it again. I'm sorry, women.
Donate to a women's shelter today.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Everything to know about.
And if they have
Greta
they have a
Gerwig.
son, kick the son out. No, he's just going to grow up to be a toxic white male.
That's what y'all are.
Preach. Said no one ever.
Everything-
Anyways,
everything to know about
no,
Greta
no,
Gerwig.
Zod, was there one more or was that
Yes,
it?
he's trying
I'm
to
still
read it to
going.
you.
Jesus fucking Christ. Everything to know about Greta Gerwig's Barbie, starring Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, everything that there is to know is that they fired the fat slob of a that was a
Whoa,
train
whoa,
wreck.
whoa, whoa.
No, they fired Amy Schumer, LB. It's cool. Anyways, what were you saying?
It's a joke.
Amy,
No, I'm not joking.
Amy,
I'm totally
if you're listening, Amy, if you're listening,
I am not joking.
we
I'm
love
the-
you.
I was joking.
Whatever
Amy
you're
Schumer's a terrible
satisfied with,
person. I'm
Amy,
not
if you're
joking.
Amy, if you're listening, watching, we are satisfied with whatever you decide to do with your body and career and soul.
I was
And if
going
you're
to
not
make a
satisfied with your husband, I'm available.
I was going to make a Miss Piggy joke, but I was like, nah, too soon.
It's not too soon. Amy Schumer is a terrible person. Okay, next one.
Wow.
I was joking.
Hug
But
your mothers
I'm not.
today,
You said
gentlemen.
I only speak for myself.
Chop, chop.
His personal
Amy Schumer,
truth.
I fucking hate you with every fiber of my being.
Your
If you're
truth
watching-
is false.
If you're watching, you're a terrible person. You're an even worse comedian, and you should give the fuck up. And do
I
whatever
love how she's
is.
getting
That's not
robot
a headline,
robot
Zod.
Zod.
Amy Schumer, I will go to your next concert due to this disrespect you're receiving tonight.
I hope you're sitting in the parking
Do
lot.
you have a +1?
You can
Oh my
come.
god.
Oh my god, no. No, I do not endorse this state. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Next one. Fuck. Harry Potter fans react to Dumbledore confessing his love to Grindelwald.
Well, what did they say?
But no, you're supposed to
He
react
said he
to the
loved
headline.
him.
They
Anyways,
react to them to that. You know, it's a big reveal.
yeah,
Well, what did they say? How did they react?
angry because Dumbledore's never been gay.
How many were angry? How many were happy?
Jesus
Come
fucking
on.
Christ. Okay, Lia Thompson becomes the first trans woman to win the NCAA swimming championship.
Yeah.
Who?
Wow.
Didn't you call it the NAACP or something like that?
No, there's no NAACP champion.
Well, that's interesting
Terrible.
because
You
Zod
get
is
your-
so racist that he actually believes that the NAACP is a sports league as opposed to what it actually is, which Zod does not know.
Facts.
God.
That's why you don't get. That's okay. Maybe I'm not going to invest in knee pads.
Speaking of which, remember the only rule here in the fandom zone:
Oh, God.
kneel before Zod.
No.